Perfect.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. #1 sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game party, post-game statistics. Get a visit for Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
And then be used a lot more on the offense?
Really just going through practice, with a couple of injuries happening with the guys, we had to make a change. So just filling in spaces. Deontay obviously wasn't up this week, so we switched around roles, and I was the next person up for the returner. And as far as offense, Deontay had a huge role in the offense as far as Mike Thomas. So with those two being out this game, everybody, like I said, had to change roles. So basically, next guy up mentality.
Ron Walker. Hey, Ron, we talked to Alvin the other night, and he was, kind of bragging on you since y'all are fellow volunteers, I guess. What's that relationship sort of been like with him?
Being with Alvin is always good, Outside of what he does, what everybody sees with him on the field, he's just like that off the field. Just a great guy, a great humble guy who's just fun to be around. Like back at our time at Tennessee, it was just like that at Tennessee, honestly. Everybody loved him for what he did on the field, but really I got to know him better off the field. So it just kind of adjusted coming here. So first time in the locker room, first day he seen I was here, it was nothing but smile and a big hug. So it's great to have that. And Shy as well, he's here on the team. We played with him at Tennessee too. So there's 3 of us here, and we keeping it rolling, trying to get more.
John DeShazer. Mark, good morning. What was the plan? It seemed like you guys had a pretty aggressive plan in terms of return. I know you brought a kickoff back from pretty deep, but was that pretty much your call that if you felt good, you bring it?
Yeah, coach told us to stand. We had a little game plan, but you know, that was my adrenaline going. That was my first kickoff return. I mean, honestly, I should have let it go, but it was my first one. I had to get it out the way. So I told Coach, you know, he had no problem with me bringing it out. But he just told me if I was going to bring it out, be 100% sure and don't hesitate like I did. So that was a good learning moment for me and a good, better off in the future.
No, you were on mute. Marquez, did Deontay tell you, if anything, going into this one?
We're with Deontay. Well, I'm with Deontay pretty much all the time, whether it's on offense or on special teams. So really, I just follow his role. You know, he goes back there. He goes out early. I go out early. He stays catch punts after practice. I stay catch punts after practice. He gives me him and Alvin actually give me a lot of tips back there. You know, just be cool and relax. And that's pretty much all he told me since I've been here. Because I've been catching punts with him since I've got here and kickoffs with him since I've gotten here. So, I mean, he's been a great influence on me, too, as far as not just on offense, but on special teams as well.
Next one from Luke Johnson.
Marquez, I think this is the first time we've talked to you since you made the team out of training camp. So, just what was that experience like, knowing you'd made this club, how fast did you have to go from kind of the excitement of that to being like, okay, now I got to do my job?
Well, obviously it was a great experience. You know, it was a great feeling, knowing that I had made the team, and my family was happy for me, my friends were happy for me, the people back at home and the school was happy for me, and I was happy for myself. And the team, they welcomed me with open arms. They was proud of me, happy for me, but they told me, you know, now that I made it, it's time to get to work. So that feeling kind of lingered around for about a day, and then next day, you know, got back in and tried to get everything done.
Big up to that young wide receiver, Marquez Callaway, man. Big ups to him. I wanted to bring him in on the broadcast. A tremendous heart from this kid. Came in as a punt returner, kick returner. Even caught passes, really tough, difficult passes. He was really banged up, hit in the kick return, punt return. I just wanted to honor the young man by having him start off the broadcast today. Big ups to the Black and Gold family members in the live stream. Welcome to this edition of Wednesday Saints Talk. And this is the Great Saint Think Tank. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us in the live stream for this one. Big ups to the family members indeed. Big ups to the family members, GM Kev, YT Solo, Brother Jerry, Brother Torrey, and the rest. I'm going to go down to the laundry list of names that's on the chat. So big ups to the rest of the family members joining us in this edition of the show. Now, before we get into it, I just have two interviews I want to spend one by young Callaway, and of course the next one we got coming up by Super Sheldon with the shimmy. Wanted to get a big man some props. He came back off injury, got in there, got his first sack of the season. And see, if you watch the footage on Sheldon Rankins, he was really finding himself again. And I just want to give Big Sheldon a shout out, man, because he's a major emphasis. He's a big part of the success of the interior line. We're going to bring him in here with his interview. Here's Sheldon, Super Sheldon with the shimmy.
Let's just start it off with the easy one. How did it feel to get that first sack out of the way this week and get your customary dance?
Yeah, man, it's always good to get
All right, we had some issues there, family. It'll be up in a second. I don't know why it dropped out like that, but it happens sometimes. Here's Sheldon Rankins breaking down this sack and, of course, his performance. I got it tuned up in just a second, family. But just to give a shout out, like I said, to Sheldon Rankins, had a good, got a sack in the game, got going, had some disruption as well. And big ups to Super Sheldon with the shimmy as he talk about that sack. Here's Sheldon Rankins.
Let's just start it off with the easy one. How did it feel to get that first sack out of the way this week and get your customary dance?
Yeah, man, it's always helped this defense and be able to make plays. So, listen, y'all know what I expect from myself. That's the standard. Week in, week out, be able to make plays in the backfield, pressure the quarterback, get sacked. So, I look forward to more of myself doing the same thing.
Was that? Do you think your most disruptive game this year? Do you feel like you're still kind of getting back to where you want to be?
Yeah. I think it's each week's a growing process. Anybody that's been through injuries like these and rehabs like these will tell you it's not a finite science. It's not at this point you're gonna feel like this, or at this point you'll feel like that. It's each one's different, each injury's different, each rehab's different, each timeline's different. So each week I'm trying to grow, each week I'm trying to get better and feel better out there and get back to doing the things that I'm accustomed to doing. And I think this past Monday night was a step in the right direction, and we just got to continue to build on it.
Next question's from Amy Just.
Yeah, you popped up on the injury report last week with a thumb, kind of came out of nowhere. What happened, if you don't mind talking about that?
Just practicing hard. We're always, emphasizing trying to force turnovers, and just went for a punch on the ball and, kind of hit my thumb on somebody's elbow, and that's kind of pretty much was the cause of everything. Just kind of had to club it up, cast it up, and to be able to play with it. But all in all, it's football. I wasn't gonna allow something like that to keep me off the field.
Next question's from Rob Walker.
Hey Sheldon, just going into the bye week, where do you feel like this team is right now, and what are the few things that you think y'all really need to work on improving?
Listen, I think we're a team that's faced a lot of adversity, but the one thing about this team is when we face adversity, we usually come out on top. So I think going into the bye week, you're happy with where you're at with 3-2, knowing you haven't played your best football, knowing your best football's ahead of you, knowing you're not in the rhythms you want to be in, in any phase of the game. So, listen, we'll take 3-2 heading into the bye week, get healthy, and then come back and get ready for this long stretch of football. But we can go into it knowing that our best football is in front of us, and we can be excited about that.
Super Sheldon with the shimmy. That's right, Super Sheldon with the shimmy. Man, listen, Super Sheldon was ready to show off his shimmy so bad, man. He was shimmying on a tackle for a loss. Did y'all see that one? Did y'all see that? Yeah. Did y'all see that one, fam? Did y'all see that one? Super Sheldon with the shimmy. He was shimmying on the goddamn tackle for a loss. I said, man, you ain't supposed to shimmy on the tackle for loss, bruh. But hey, man, Sheldon, man, when you balling, bruh, you look good in that game, bro. You representing, man. I can't say nothing wrong about him. Super Sheldon with the shimmy, fam. Welcome to the Great St. Think Tank family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports family. I'm Big Q, and you are the Great St. Think Tank, some of the most passionate, intellectual, dedicated, and supercharged up intelligent Saints family members in the history of the team. The Great St. Think Tank is in the building. Big ups to the rest of the family members chiming in the live stream on this edition. Big ups to you. All right, we see him, YT Solo GM Kev, Brother Jerry, who that to you? Brother Torrey, who that to you? Good to see you. Mark 504, who that to you? David Kemp, who that to you? Good to see you in the chat. Big ups to the rest of the family members. Brother Shedrick, who that to you? JT, who that to you? Good to see you, brother. Big ups to you as well. Let's see what else we got as well. Mark says, y'all got to understand she doesn't hate the Saints. No, the people refuse to wear masks for second line. What you think they're going to do for the Saints game? Yeah, a lot of that, bro, just to address that point. A lot of people think that's infringing. Are you overstepping your reaches? And they talking about that from a litigious standpoint about what you can do and what you can't do. What you can force somebody to do and what you can't. That's what it's about. And if it's your opinion, that's your opinion. But whether you're trying to make your opinion something more than what it's to do, and whether you have the legislative power to do it. let me tell you something. That has been raging on through the country as we speak, and lawsuits have been won in favor of the people saying that you can't force me to put that on. I wear it if I want to wear it. A lot of people have a lot of ideas, fam. So, I mean, not everybody think a lot. If you feel that way, put it on. If you don't, you best to have, because I'm telling you, but some people might think it's nothing out there. There is something out there. It hurts the older folk. That's why you got to get those essential vitamins and minerals in your system. Please do. But whatever's out there, man, there is something out there. I ain't from that camp to say, ain't nothing out there, Q. Oh, there's something out there. And it ain't done yet, because they ain't done yet. So, I mean, let me just tell you that. But anyway, thank you for the comment, fam. I like to raise the discussion levels up in this goddamn thing every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we approach it. After all, this is the Great Saint Think Tank, you know. But I appreciate it, though, fam, for the comment. Devin C. Who that to you. Big ups to the rest of the family members as well. But the thing is, though, fam, also to touch upon that, because we're going to cover that in the show today as well, about that and why the Saints are leaving, contemplating leaving New Orleans to LSU to play there. You know, there's a lot of thought going on, and is it really that, or is it something else? Well, I already provided the receipts on what it is. And also I can show you that this is not just what's going on here. This is doing in several other major cities throughout the country, despite the fact that the numbers are trending down, where people are telling you they're trending up, where there's an invested interest for you to be in a fearful mind state. It's always, remember the guy back in the day used to have the threat levels? They used to raise them all the way up. They never dropped the safe. You remember that? You're going to turn the TV on and the threat level today is such I said that damn threat level never going to go all the way down the green, and it never did. People just got tired of listening to the damn thing. Man, take that off of there. And they finally took it off of there. I'm just saying, man, it's a vested interest, man. They got people, man, that think you can't think higher than a cow, man. I'm telling you what I know. Anyway, let's see. Last Saint, who that to you? Jeremiah Smith, who that to you? Devin C, who that to you? Ferg 318, who that to you? Shedrick, what up, Shedrick? Who that to you? Willie Bibbins, who that to you? Good to see you, Jeremiah. Big ups to you once again, family. Big ups to you as well. DJ Austin, who that to you? Troy Thompson, who that to you? Last Saint, once again, who that to you? Damone Horton, who that to you? Young City Night Ward, who that to you? Good to see you, Jacob. What up, Jacob? Who that to you, fam? Thank you for being here as well. Tyra, what up, baby? Good to see you. Crass, what up, my dog Crass in the building as well. Big ups to the rest of the family members chiming in on this edition of the Sports Coma. And if I missed you, and I ain't see you, give me a who that, and I give you a who that back. You know I'm big about representing and shouting out the family members. Big ups. But big ups to the rest of the family members, man. We got a bunch of stuff I won't touch upon with the family members today. Trail, there you go. Trail Hatch, who that to you? Big ups to my dog Trail chiming in as well. Got several news topics we're going to touch on. What up, Sean? Good to see you. Sean D in the building. What up, fam? Good to see you, bro. And we're going to touch upon a few things today on this edition of the Sports Coma, man. Got several news, notes, and items. We opened the broadcast up with young Marquez Callaway bringing us in. I wanted to give the young fella a shout out, man. He played a hell of a game, man. And only if they would have opened up some holes for him, he would have probably broken, man. He looked good back there. He tried his best, but it's hard trying to shake you being tackled by 2, 3, and 4 people at a time. I mean, where the hell are the blockers on special teams, man? For real. Where are the blockers? You know, where the hell are the blockers to open up the lanes for the guys on the special team? I just don't get it. These guys are good. If you just do your damn job, we have some kick returns for touchdowns. We would. We have some punt return and kick returns if they only learn how to open up the running holes for our return man to get through. We only need a slither of light for Deontay Harris. He only need a slither of light to get through the, you know. Who that to you? Sample Sounds. I see you, family. Travis 504. Big ups to you as well. Delvin. What up, Delvin? Good to see you in the chat. Oh, Cooler. What up, fam? Good to see the rest of the family members chiming in this edition of the show. And also behind Marquez Callaway, the young, interesting wide receiver, we also had Super Sheldon with the shimmy breaking it down. He came through as well and dropped some knowledge on the Coma family. All right, family. So in just a few minutes, I'm actually please hit upon the like button. There's over 50 others in the chat. Spank the like button if you don't mind, and we'll cover all the news, notes, and items coming into the show. And then after we get that done and we cover the news and the items and whatnot, then of course there's a slight change to the show's format. I've been kind of throwing this out to the family members for a while. Oh, Henry, what up, fam? It's a slight change in the show's format. Of course, that's why I said just a slight change, not nothing drastically different, but we have more sponsors that we've been working on behind the scenes. The family members have been working hard, and we have signed, and we have more sponsors. And now we have commercial breaks now, just to let the family members know. That's right. We got commercial breaks. They're 4 or 5 minutes long, and I'm pretty sure that they won't bother you too much. But the sponsors will show you that it's every hour. Just after the hour, we'll have a 3 or 4 commercials that'll spin. And then we'll come back in, and that is to let the family members know that we have several new sponsors. And we've had sponsors that sponsor Pro Radio, that sponsor other content. But now we're bringing the format over to our channel, and it'll make regular kind of trend over to the rest of our live broadcasting. Like the Sports Coma, you'll see some changes in TSC Unleashed down the line, as well as you kind of tweaking and changing the things, a few, beta testing a few things. But yes, we have now commercials, family. We got sponsors, we got commercials now. And like they said, we got to pay the bills. So big ups to the family members, man. And thank y'all, man, because it's because of your help in this and building the platform where we continue to exponentially grow. And I'd like to thank all the family members for being a part of this great transition. So big ups to the family members. Much love to that. Who that to you? Who that to you, Darrell? I see you, fam. Big ups to you in the chat as well. Please hit the like button, family, as we continue to move along. So we're going to open up the show, and we're going to start off with a few items. So just give me a second, and I'll share the screen with the family members. And we'll start off with Drew Brees. That's right. Drew Brees buys luxury Canal Street condo. Drew buying condos, man. Drew balling, man. We know Drew balling. He worth over what, 200 million, I think it is. Last estimates have Drew listed over $200 million. I ain't mad at you, Drew. All right. Saints' beloved quarterback Drew Brees has purchased one of 92 condominiums in the future Four Seasons New Orleans hotel at the foot of Canal Street. The hotel apartment development will occupy the 1968 vintage Modernist Tower, once known as the International Trademark. Work began on the renovation of the 34-story former office building in 2018, may be completed as early as 2021. The redevelopment was projected to be a $450 million, will include 341 hotel rooms as well as condos. And this came as word of TMZ that Drew's new pad is coming with all the bells and whistles, from private access to a bar lounge to a golf simulator room. All the bells and whistles for Drew. David Searman, the Four Seasons manager, said in a telephone interview on Wednesday that the condos range from, that's right, $2 million. That's right, get your money right. $2 million to $10 million. But will not confirm that number 9 had become a condo owner. We have a lot of prominent people, he said, but we take privacy very seriously. TMZ said Brees provided a statement that said he and his family plan to call the condo home. The Saints organization could not immediately confirm or deny the report. In March, the 41-year-old superstar quarterback entered into a 2-year, $50 million contract with the Saints. Is this a part of Drew's retirement plan, family? Huh? Is it the end of Drew at the end of the season? And like this picture he's showing you, he's kissing you, throwing kisses off to say, I do, as he's leaving. Is this a part of Drew's retirement plan? Is it part of Drew's retirement plan? I tell you, man, wow, $450 million renovation process. And it said it's part of it's going to be called the Four Seasons. And what was it? The hotel apartment will be occupied in the 1968 vintage Modernist Tower, once called the International Trademark. I don't know where that is. I'm from New Orleans. Now, if they talking about the old World Trade Center building, that might be what they're thinking about. I have to do some more research on this, but if that's what I'm thinking about, because that building has been sitting up there for a while, used to have Club 360 up top of that. It's a long time ago. I'm thinking that's what this building is, the old World Trade Center building right on the water, right on the lake, the riverfront. That's what I'm thinking this building is, right off, not too far off of Canal Street, matter of fact. Yeah, not too far off Canal Street. That's what I won't say this building is, but we'll see. I'll do some more research on it. Anyway, let's move on to the next news and notes and item, and on to some other news as the Saints didn't suspend Michael Thomas. What happened on that? Well, let's take a look. Much has been written and said in the recent days regarding the one-game suspension imposed on the Saints wide receiver Mike Thomas. That one small problem with that. There's one small time. He never actually was suspended. And this came from the PFT boys. They obtained a copy of the letter from the Saints sent to Thomas. The subject line of the letter uses the phrase "fine for conduct detrimental to the team." And what conduct would that be, you might ask? Here's the language. This letter is to notify you that you have been fined in the amount of $58,000 for engaging in conduct detrimental to the club. In other words, Thomas was fined, not suspended. He says a strange development was given that the discipline was so widely characterized as a suspension, although the surface, it's a distinction without a difference. The difference between a fine and the amount one game check and one game suspension means about $27.95 million in future guarantees have not been voided. The apparent goal was to get the attention of the player without utilizing close to nuclear option of wiping out his guarantee, or at least trying to. The Saints have chosen not to pick a $27.95 million fight with Thomas and said the NFL Players Association, since the matter undoubtedly would have differed with the grievance. And the Saints quite possibly would have lost. Also, attacking the guarantees could have caused Thomas to reach his own breaking point with the team. This could have got nasty real fast if they ain't handled it correctly. So I got to applaud the leadership for what they did do and stopping this from escalating to what it was supposed to do. So Mike, of course, we know the particulars. We covered this on the previous broadcast. Well, Mike Thomas got into actually on TSC Q&A, we talked about Mike getting in a fight with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, aka CD Deuce, and of course he didn't stop. It also said that he got into verbal altercations with coaches, and also Sean Payton kind of said, man, you need to go home and chill. Well, is it the money? That's what's up. Jim Kev said, man, is this a case of the money? I don't think so, bro. I won't say that about Mike. He hadn't exhibited those qualities. I think it's the fact that you would have never seen this unless he was playing. I think he's frustrated. I think he wants to get back on the field to play. And I think that's what this is. I think he's ready to go. I think he thought that he was ready to go after 2 weeks. That's what I thought he thought. But I think that he need to sit his ass down at least to after the bye week, and his time is coming, as he will then return back into the team. And I actually love what Michael Thomas is doing, because the reality at the end of the day is Mike, he wants to play ball. He wants to get back on the field, and that's that, and keep those records coming. That's what that fire and that attention is. And then once he gets back on the field against the Carolina Panthers, after this bye week, you'll see a lot of that completely dissolve, as he'll put his frustrations where it's supposed to appropriately be, and that's on the Carolina Panthers. So at the end of the day, all I can tell you, man, is that Mike, he ain't tripping, man. He wants to play. So we'll look at it like that, and we'll just keep on rocking, man, and we keep doing the damn do. But the reality is, man, it's good to have Mike Thomas to let him know, man, that the Saints didn't suspend him, because suspension definitely would have meant this is a pretty good article, by the way. Regardless, Thomas wasn't suspended. He was fine if he doesn't change his behavior. A suspension along with voiding of guarantees could happen for now. This won't happen again. As long as he gets the opportunity to play, and he's ferocious, man. He wants to play, and I think he should play up after this week. And you'll see a very hungry and very upset Mike Thomas back on the field, and I love to see that fire come back out, and we'll see that later on. All right, moving to the next topic of discussion, and this is another Mike-related situation. Of course, we covered the TMZ article, but he breaks his silence on the suspension prior to week since, and reportedly punched Chauncey Gardner in practice. And, and then he had a series of tweets as well that he put out. And let me tell you something, Mike is still young in the head, man. He's still very young in the head. And like I said about a lot of these guys, man, thank you, Tragic. Appreciate you, bro. He said Bobby Abraham reported Thomas challenged Deuce in the locker room and got whooped and humbled by CD Deuce. What Reverend Saint have for him?
Say, baby, let me tell you something, baby. You can't do that, baby. You can't. Nah, baby. Nah, baby, you can't do that, baby. Baby, what you doing, baby? You can't do that, baby. What's wrong with you, baby? You can't do that, baby. What's wrong with you, baby? MT, what's going on, baby? Baby, listen here, baby. They call you can't guard Mike, baby. But listen, baby, they didn't call you can't fight Mike, baby. You might can't guard Mike, baby, but it seem like you can fight Mike, baby. You can drop Mike, baby. You got dropped like a Mike, baby. Come on, Mike, baby. You can't do that, baby. You don't fight a man named CD Deuce, baby. Cut that out, baby. You can't do that, baby. No, baby. Stop, baby. What's wrong with you, baby? What's wrong, baby? You gotta stop it, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. You can't fight your own teammates, baby. That's what uniforms is for, baby. They wearing the same uniform as you, baby. You can't fight them, baby. You're supposed to fight the other man, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You can't do it, baby. No, baby. But you know what, baby? Let me tell you something, baby. At the end of the day, baby, I'm going to be real with you, baby. I think Mike Thomas, baby, he going to be all right, baby. He going to know, baby. I'm telling you, baby. This happened, baby. And we back at it, baby. Bottom line, baby. Thank you, baby.
All right, Reverend. Thank you. Reverend Saint dropped in. Appreciate the Rev. He always hanging nearby. Oh man. Oh man. Rev Saint said, man, you might can't guard Mike, but you can damn sure fight him. You can't guard him, but you can fight him. Oh man, that Reverend, man, that Reverend trips me up, man. I tell you, the Reverend something else, bro. That Reverend something else, man. The Reverend is something else. You might can't guard Mike, but you can sure fight him. Oh man, that's funny, man. Oh, that Reverend, man, he trips me up, bro. He trips me up, man. Man, listen, and Tara, yeah, Tara, we always have either the Rev, we either have the Reverend nearby or we have Laddie Daddy by. We always have, it's either one or the other that sneak through here. And we had Laddie Daddy, he pops up from time to time to defend himself and his teammates. You never know when Laddie Daddy gonna swing through here. Or Reverend Saint. You ain't heard Reverend Saint in a couple of shows, but you know he came through, bro. He had to drop a word on Mike. We heard Mike heard that, man. Listen to the Reverend, Mike. Listen to oh man. All right, fam, let's get back into the order because let's stick to it. Let me stick to it. All right, here we go. The Thomas instead held out week 5 due to disciplinary action. We covered the current article that talked exclusively about that revolt control. Who that to you? Good to see my dog Scoob in the building. What up, Scoob? What up, bro? What's happening? Good to see you in the chat. Big ups to my dog Scoob chiming in as well. All right, and of course, let me see. He said Chauncey going to practice Saturday. Time was also said to be in talking back to coaches. Head coach, he probably saying, Coach, man, you let that guy whoop on me, man. Mike, I'm not getting in the fight, Mike. You see my jaws look like these two shaggy ass jaws. That's not fat. Somebody punched me in both sides of my face. I can't fight, Mike. I can't fight. You know, but Mike, man. Mike just gonna have to get it on the field, man. Get it on the field, bro. Get it on the field, man. It said Thomas broke his silence since the issue by sending out a number of tweets. Mike, don't start this. Mike, don't let me bring the Reverend back. And this is what Can't Guard Mike says. You ain't a snake, but they will make you. Who will make you a snake? You ain't a snake, but they will make you. Nobody can make you not. See, this is young people with money, bro. You can, and that's the thing. They have what I call Kanye Westism. You remember that old song, You Can't Tell Me Nothing? Wait till I get my money right. Remember that? That's one of my favorite songs, by the way, of old Kanye West before he flipped the script, went absolutely batshit crazy. But that's the truth. You can't tell me nothing. Wait till I get my money right. And this is one of the things. That's that old Kanyeism sneaking in here. What you gonna tell a young dude who ain't even 27 years old, and he has $100 million contract, the world in his hand? But see, you gotta watch that too, baby, because that's when things can go really terrible with you when you think you sitting on top of it. Money don't make you everything. You make the money, not it make you, playboy. And that's the lesson. That it works for you and not you for it, fam. Let life changes, paradigms and the world changes when you understand that. And that's how they think, that's how they live. Those who do know, they're not a prisoner to it. You know, it works for them. They send it out, it comes back to them. They know how they done inverted that money polarity. But listen to the words of a young $100 million wide receiver when he's emotional. Carl Thomas. You ain't a snake, but they'll make you. Think what you want. I'm trying to clear no rumors up. I was never healthy. I was just trying to help my team get a win and heal up during the bye. Had a setback, was so close, and I take my health seriously. Now I'm a bad guy, LOL bet. Then some person said, Diamond saying, so are you healthy now? Please tell me you won't be sitting out our next game. Of course, he didn't reply to that. I was never healthy. I was just trying to help my team get a win and heal up during the bye. Mike, we knew you wasn't healthy, bro. We knew you wasn't healthy. That's why we wanted to keep you out of here. And even Stephen A. Smith said, chill out and sit down, and I agree with him. And my thing was to hold Mike until after the bye when you know when that was significantly in the rearview mirror. But these are the words and tweets of a guy. I still think this goes away. A lot of this goes away once he gets back on the field to play. A lot of this goes away. It really does. All right, and let's move on to the next topic, family. This is a really important one to cover with you guys. Had a little fun on this last one, but this one is serious. Who that to you, Gundam? Good to see my dog Gundam in the building as well. Big ups to your family. Good to see you as well. Uncle Paulie as well. Big ups to the family. Carolina Panthers Saints next opponent enters the NFL's COVID-19 protocol. Man, how about that? The Panthers New Orleans Saints next opponent have entered the NFL's intense protocol C-19. The Panthers' move to intensive protocol comes 3 days after the Panthers game against the Falcons. Now, Marlon Davidson, a rookie defensive tackle for the Falcons, was placed on the reserve C-19 list Tuesday. A player being placed on the C-19 list means he either tested positive or was in contact with someone who tested positive, according to the report. Now, Davidson participated in 12 plays in Sunday's game, according to the Charlotte Observer. The NFL sent a memo to teams October the 1st with specifics of internal protocol for team potentiality exposed to the C virus. In addition to players receiving daily a rapid point of care test and testing negatively before, during, into the facility also includes the following. All meeting must occur virtually. Activities such as practice will take place either outdoors or in the large open spaces when possible. And personal protection equipment such as face masks or shields must be worn on the field of practice by players and staff at all times. As of Wednesday morning, Carolina Panthers have tested no Carolina Panthers. That's good news for them that the team is planning to practice on Wednesday. Carolina is scheduled to play Sunday at Chicago. So, wow, we have to see. Saints have a bye week this week and host the Panthers on the 25th. So this is big news, man. Hope the rest of the Carolina Panthers staff is fine, man. You know, and those brothers and the rest of the people there and sisters of the Carolina Panthers organization are fine and safe, because we don't want that for nobody. So that's just a little bit there. I just wanted to touch upon with that. And of course, let's move on to our final story here. Sean Payton says the possibility, how about that? The possibility of having Saints games at LSU would be exciting. Of course, we know for several days now that the New Orleans Saints have been in contact with LSU officials about potentially playing their home games in Tiger Stadium. The Saints coach Sean Payton, it seems to be no brainer. On Tuesday, the Saints said LSU officials met to discuss potential playing at Tiger Stadium in order to have fans in the stands. While no decision has been made as of Wednesday morning, Payton said he doesn't think there'd be many challenges if they did. Switch venues from the turf field at the indoor Mercedes-Benz Superdome to the Bermuda grass field at Outdoors Tiger Stadium. Man, that's pretty swift and sweet. The only issue is if it's raining out there, switching back to the dome got to be something they put in there, because I'm pretty sure they won't play in the rain. Or will they? But the reality is it's right up the road. You play on grass, which is great for not getting hurt. Outside in a great environment. We'd love to see that. I wouldn't lie. I would love to see them playing in Tiger Stadium. So if it was playing in the dome with no fans, or playing with 25,000 of our fans, then every one of us would make the second choice, so we would embrace it. Page said he didn't know the specific timeline surrounding when the Saints needed to officially choose Tiger Stadium, saying that it was the wrong person to ask that question. But he offered that to me would be exciting. Saints head of communications Greg Bensel said Tuesday that the team wants to play their games in New Orleans, but started discussions with LSU officials because there is no planned indication from the city when or if the Saints plan to return fans to the Superdome will it be approved. So the issue is 25,000 in Tiger Stadium, or 700 or 850 people, which are mostly family members and people people with personal connections to the team, to the players. Even if it's not 25,000, some might say, well, Q, where did 25,000 come from? 25,000 came from the health officials told on what could happen, which is a certain percentage that they dialed back and said, this is fine, this is legal, we don't have a problem with that. All of a sudden, it's problematic now. All of a sudden, 25,000 is too much for the Superdome in the city that is in the thrones of trying to wrestle the care money. As I keep throwing this in your face, you can look this up on several sites, including NOLA.com. This is not a health issue. The health officials said 25,000 in the dome is fine, even though they say that nobody's done that yet. The officials said it's fine. You can space them out. Everybody be just spaced out. Everybody be masked up. Everybody will go through having a little thing at their head when they come in, the little thermostat or whatever you want to call it at their head when they walk in there. They'll have their hands. They'll have the sanitation, everything. They'll be spaced far apart. What's the problem? What's the problem? The problem is the care money. The care money that the federal government gave the state of Louisiana. The governor of the state of Louisiana has not released 100% of that money to the city of New Orleans. So this is a power play by the mayor to keep the buildings closed, because the governor said open the damn thing up. The governor, who outranks the mayor in terms of power in the state, if you want to play power games, said that they have my blessing. He said it so. She said no. And didn't say, okay, well, how about 5 or 10,000 if I really was concerned. Now listen to this. Put your Great Saint think tank brains on for a second. Y'all not stupid. Y'all far from that. But if it was really a issue with 20,000 or 25,000 people, why didn't she say 10 or 5,000 can go? Why didn't she say 5 or even 10 for that matter if she has such a problem with 25,000? Because it's not about that. Didn't even say 1,000. Well, we'll let 1,000 go, or 5,000 or 10,000 or even 15,000. No. Not even 1,000 people, not even 1,000 fans, not 2 or 3 or 4 or 5,000 can go in the dome. No, it's just too dangerous. No, it's not about the safety. It's not. It's about the care money that the state is holding for the city. The mayor wanted. For whatever reason, they haven't turned it loose to them for whatever reason. So it's a little game going on between the state and the city. That's that real. If they telling you anything else, that's a bunch of bullshit. You know what? I'll tear their ass up in here. But that's the reality. It's not about no safety. It's about the money. That's what it is. That's how these politicians play down here. It's always about the money. I'm from New Orleans, born and raised, and I'm telling you what I know. For years, that's how it's always been. They parade around in front like there's something else, but it's always about the money. Why, Q? Why is it about the money, Q? Because the bottom line is, they don't even have the money. They need the care money to pay the staff to work the dome. Look it up. They don't have the money to pay the staff to work the dome. They don't have the money. So they're going to use the care money to do it. How about opening up the city and allowing it to thrive to make the $5 to $8 billion a year that it's supposed to make, or whatever it is? Then you can pull yourself by your own bootstraps up out of the economic sinkhole that we've been placed in, and show that we're not scared of this stuff because we believe in God and that we gonna work hard, that we ain't gonna cower somewhere in the corner and balled up in the fetus position saying that it's coming to get us like the boogeyman or Michael Myers. Well, we sow some spiritual backbone here. Huh? Why don't we show some spiritual back? Do you not understand as a people what we've went through? Huh? You think this is going to stop the people? Absolutely not. It won't stop us. We've been through a lot, and what Ronnie Lamarck says, we resilient. You're absolutely goddamn right. We resilient, Mr. Lamarck. And that's what makes New Orleans and the people of New Orleans in the region as tough as they are, because of that mindset that regardless of what is being thrown at us, we will survive, and not only survive, but thrive. So listen to me on that. I put the research up here before and the receipts on this thing, man. But be that as it may, this is a power play to see what they're going to do. But if you feeling in your feelings like that and you feeling that, just put 10,000 of them in there or 5,000. But then release a milquetoast bull crap statement like we don't know and we don't know how many for the foreseeable future. Oh, well, that's telling you right then and there that they have absolute. That's fine. We'll just take it to Baton Rouge. And the money that you could have got with the 20-something thousand people that you waiting to get a bailout from the state from, you could have been making right now. But listen, far for me to tell you about these bureaucrats. You think they take a loss? The only people take a loss is us because they pay for nothing. So they don't pay for nothing. They use our money. They don't pay for nothing, so they don't take any hits. We do. So whatever bad decisions these people make, we take the hits. We take the hits. Like when the banks was being bailed out, when you had the insurance companies stealing money and the banks making bad bets, what happened? Who bailed the people? Who bailed them out? And not only once, but several times to the point where it became bailout infinity. Almost like a terrible Avengers movie where you kept bringing back Thanos over and over again. Despite the fact that he was wiped out, we kept bringing his stinking ass back here. Just telling you, man. We sick of that, man. How much? You can't do this to the people all the time. Sooner or later, they're going to wake up. All right, let's keep it going, man. Let me get off of this, man. And then Cantrell cited both public health concerns and the need for more state funds. See, it's the public health. Look, this is the receipts here. Look at the receipts here. It's inside of the article. Look, it comes after Cantrell said, citing both public health concerns. First, she said public health concern and then the need for more state funds. Has declined to approve the exception to the CDC virus restrictions that will allow the fan side don't. See what I'm saying? They put the safety first, but if you really cared about that, then you would have dropped it to 5 or even 10,000 if it was that much of a concern. But oh no, not even 1,000 could be up in there. That's fans. Not 1,000 or even 2. Not a drop, not nobody until we get that public. Look at the money. Look at this. Look at the statement here. It's on the screen. The receipts is on the screen. Cited health concerns. It ain't that. It's the lather. The need for more state funds. What state funds? The care money. Look at the screen. It's on screen. The receipts is on screen. It's about the care money because they don't have the money to man the dome, to pay for the people. They don't have the money for it. Look on the receipts. Is on the screen. The need for state funds. It's not about safety, because if you really believe that way, you'd reduce 25 to 5 and say, well, we can work with 5 or even 8 or 9, but not none, 0, only 800 people from the team's close family, no 0 fans, not even 50. Man, we can't get 500 fans in the dome. Not 5, not anything under 1,000, Mayor. Nothing. Oh no, that's too dangerous, Q. What's wrong with you? But it wouldn't be dangerous if they released the money, then you got 25,000. What's the difference? No money or money. But 25,000 get in the dome once they release the full 100% of state funds. It's called the care money, baby. Don't get it twisted. Receipts on screen. It's officially become the receipt show around this piece. But anyway, man, that's all the articles to talk about. Receipts on screen, man. You know? The receipts on screen, you know, and pardon me, man, for my tenacity and because I call out the BS, man. It's a bunch of BS. It's not about being safe. If you was caring that much, then man, listen here, I'll go off on you up in here, man. Cause I see right now, I got a problem with the bureaucrats anyway, right now. I got a problem with the bureaucrats right now anyway, but I'm gonna hold my peace for On Cue with Big Q. For that, I will hold my peace on Q with Big. I'll hold my peace for that. I'll hold it for On Q with Big Q. But now y'all see what I'm saying when I put the receipts on screen, man. Like Kev said, visual receipts. Receipts on screen. What state funds? The care money. I've been telling y'all that. Oh, he can't have it. But once you get the care money, all y'all can go in now. What happened to the health concerns you had? Well, they evaporated the moment they got the money. Come on, man. Not even 50 people can get in there, Mayor. How about 100? You can't let nobody in there. You can't let 1,000 people in there. It's 78,000 seats. You got them. You can sit them a goddamn 1,000 feet apart. You can sit them 1,000 feet apart each person with 1,000 people in the dome. Come on. Don't talk to me about no foolishness. Talking about, oh, 20, that's too much. But then you can't let 1,000 in or 5,000 in a 70,000 seat arena? Come on now here. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all too smart for that. Who that to the rest of the family members chiming in the live stream? But the dumb bureaucrats going to allow the team to take off and go to Baton Rouge, and they're going to make the money off of it. You see what I'm saying? You see the incompetence and the ridiculous stupidity of the motion? The city, regardless or not, to the city, the team represents money. So even if you open the building, at least you can get a portion of the revenue from the team playing in the building with the gate. Even if you let 20,000, you can make money. The city makes money from that transaction. But you would keep them closed to wait on state money when you can make your money today? What's wrong with that? Bro, we got a welfare mentality, man. We can't have that, bro. We got to be people we can't let this stuff scare us. I'm not saying be stupid. Mask up, wash your hands, stay apart if that's what you feel that you need to do to be safe, and go out there and take care of business. Say first and foremost, listen. Where's the spiritual discipline we supposed to have? Where the spiritual balance at, man? Where's the creator in the whole matrix of germs? Like, and I'm talking about, okay, all of a sudden the whole society shut down over this. They got stuff out there. I was reading around that's 10 times worse than that. You hide and jump up and go run up under your bed for the rest of the year if I told you about some of the stuff they got working around out there. But when it's always the one they report on you is the one you never have to worry about. It's always the one, and that's the one they use against you, but it's the ones they don't tell you about. Huh? What about cancer? Cancer is the real epidemic that's going on in the world. How many people you know close to you that's dying from cancer? My grandfather had uncles that passed away from cancer. And then we foolish enough in our minds to sit up here and let them people tell us, oh, that come out your genes. That don't got nothing to do with that. Really? It's not environmental. It's not the chemicals from the oil companies that's dumping the stuff in the rivers and in the lakes. It's not the stuff they spraying in the air. It's not the genetically modified food that was known to cause cancer in lab rats. It's not none of that. Or it's coming from you. It's from you. So we foolishly accept all that and say that's coming from us. Don't get me started on here, man. It's a terrible game, family. And that's the crazy part about it that get me upset about it. It's because it's foolishness. And what's called for is more enlightenment. This is the age of empowerment. We're no longer chumps and suckers and morons and people that believe gutless, Satan soul out ass bureaucrats. I'm sorry. We don't. We believe in the creator. They don't. Well, they do believe in the creator, but their creator ain't somebody that you going to look at. You know, they call them the same thing you call yours now. And then you call them that and you thinking they calling you the same one. Oh, man, we got to start looking with the spiritual, man, for real, man. Seriously, man, to see all this, man. I'm telling you, man, the people can't scare you, man, when you safe within yourself. When you know the creator got your back, man. What you talking about, man? What you talking? You can't do no harm to the people. When the creator got your back, when the Most High got your back, I'm sorry to talk about to get all spiritual, but this is after all the saints to news, isn't it? Isn't this not the saint show? Or not we born out of that mentality? Huh? We ain't the demons or the Raiders or the Eagles or some godforsaken bird team or some crap like that. We the saints. That's why we hate it, fam. That's why we are hated. People say, Q, why they hate the saints? Because you the saints. Did you not know what you attaching yourself to when you took on that label? You know, the saints always been persecuted, family. We all look at the history of the saints. They always been persecuted, but they still here. They still thriving. They still strong, baby. You hear me? Yeah, you better believe it, Tyra, baby. There's a big difference on who they call and who the creator and who you calling. I promise you that much. I'm telling you. But anyway, family, listen, I love y'all, man. I'm just talking to y'all, man. Just talking true talk to the family members. Just to let y'all know, man, I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. And I want y'all to be safe. And I want y'all to be prosperous. And I want y'all to have the best world that y'all can possibly have. Never mind, they got some Satan-driven dogs out there that won't kill off 95% of the population that been planning that for over 50 years and trying to use stuff to bring it in like we don't see it coming. Like we ain't going to call the creator and all the spiritual angels that we got to take you apart. Like we ain't going to institute the protections that we have. But I love y'all, and these are dangerous times, family. These are dangerous times. So I called, and this is what the scriptures talk about. Whether you're in the Quran or whether you're in the Bible, it spoke about these times. It spoke about these times, but it's a blessing to be alive to see them, though, aren't they? To see what's going to come, because they're about to put an end to themselves. They're going to do it for you. They're going to do it themselves. They can't prosper. Evil collapses upon itself. Stupid. No matter how evil you think you're going to take down the righteous people, that's why the evil people never dominate. They always collapse and burn themselves because they build up all this and then fight over their very own nation. Such an oxymoron, too, because the evil people lack what is necessarily needed to stay in power. They're so greedy and so satanistically driven that they're fighting and jostling for the levels of power, and their very own nature will cause them to destroy each other. They will destroy themselves in the pursuit to try to destroy you. The universe said, you will not harm me. You will get what you give. So if you issue in death, you will receive death yourself. That's the universal principle. It don't matter what kind of lesser magic you practicing. It won't work. It won't work. Anyway, big ups to the rest of the family members. Much love to y'all, man. Big ups to y'all. DLP, what's up, fam? Good to see you in the chat. Abraham, big ups to your family. And the rest of the family members joining in the live stream. I welcome y'all to the show, man. We talked about a lot today, dealing with it. We broke down a lot of stuff. And what I want to do is I want to be able to open up the chat for the family members to chime in. And then and usually, you know, I'm going to open up the phone lines, let the family members chime in, or I probably would do it the chat. I was thinking about doing it the chat way, and let the family members pop in and chime in the show. But like I said, family, just to let some of the family members know that hadn't dropped in on the show for this show going forward, is that we've been working behind the scenes very hard to build the platform. And like I said, I want to thank everybody, the YouTube the YouTube members and the Patreon champions for the donations and the super chats and the cash apps. And all this has been helping, really helping. Even some people thinking, Q, I got, $1 a month. Listen, $1 a month has helped us build the platform, family. It really has. And and going forward, we have a slight change in our format in terms of we have commercials now because we have sponsors now. We've always had sponsors. We've had sponsors for some time, but the broadcast side of it hadn't seen the sponsorship. It was more side on the radio side of it. So you'll hear the commercials on the Pelican Post Game Report. You hear the commercials on Tough Tiger Talk or Ring Kings Boxing. But now, we're bringing it over to the broadcast sides, and we picked up several new affiliates that's sponsoring the show. So I would thank a lot of the family members to check out their goods and services and check them out. So in just about a few minutes, we're gonna go into our first commercial break. That's right. We're gonna go into our first commercial break, and we come back on the other side of the commercial. Then I'll open up the phone lines and let the family members chime in, and then we'll close out the rest of the show with the family members' questions, concerns, and comments on this edition of the Sports Coma. So like I said, family, just to let you know, small change in how the show operating, but I hope y'all don't get, just pardon the progress, because y'all responsible for it, man. So thank y'all. All right. Big ups to the rest. Daron, what up, Daron? Good to see you in the chat, fam. Big ups. Thank you. And appreciate you too, Crash dropping the links. Much love to you, my brother. Appreciate you helping and doing that. Terrific, man. So I love the family members. They always doing great things, helping out, whether it's sharing the links or advocating for hit the like button or subscribing. I appreciate the family. But listen, it's because of y'all, man. Listen, I'm working. I produce 60 shows a month. For family members who don't know, Nola Balls, Trent Ramsey, what up, fam? I see you, bro. But we produce 60 shows a month, family. I don't know if y'all know that or not, because we do other content, but we produce about 60 shows a month. We've been working hard, pro radio doing this thing. And now we've been adding more, getting a little bit more, adding and stuff like that and doing what we got to do. But it's because of you and your support and the things that you guys have been doing to help out the show and continue to thrive in most as we continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. So, and we represent and we continue to keep it real. We continue to represent the family members and the people to the best of our abilities, family, and keep it a buck. You heard, man? Keep it a buck. So without further ado, family, we're going to go into our first commercial break right now. But when we come back on the other side of the break, we're going to open up the phone lines, and then we'll take questions, concerns, and comments. And then just over an hour, just over an hour, we go into a break. So it'd be like 2 breaks a show. It's about 5 minutes. So You know, just remember the affiliates support the show and they sponsor the show. If you want to check out their services, there are links, their affiliate links and supporter links in the description section below for all of the affiliates that will be playing these commercials for. Big ups to you, Neville, and the rest of the family members. And I shall return after this break, family. After this commercial break, we're going to pay some bills and we'll be back on the other side. Who that tell you?
HomeBistro.com. Freshly prepared, home delivered, restaurant quality gourmet meals delivered straight to your home. Choose from over 50 plus gourmet meal options cooked by world-class chefs and delivered frozen, ready to eat within minutes and no commitment. Welcome to the One Shop Gourmet Food Delivery, specializing in affordable options to eat right and feel great. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Every ingredient is handpicked to the highest standard. And why you should buy from HomeBistro.com? Restaurant quality, made with natural ingredients, delivered right to your door. Overnight shopping is available. Diabetic, paleo, heart health, and vegetarian options to eat. Doing business since 1999. Courteous, knowledgeable, and professional support. Complete PCI compliant SSL security ordering, and great meals. Choose from some of my favorite dishes: the Mediterranean chicken with orange honey sauce, the charbroiled chicken romesco, or the grilled chicken breast with sweet and spicy vegetables. No matter what you choose, you can't lose with HomeBistro.com. Eat great, feel good, and save some money with HomeBistro.com. Hit the link in the description section below for more information. Located in Henderson, Nevada, BulkSupplements.com supplies over 400 pure nutritional supplements, ingredients to hundreds of thousands of consumers and manufacturers. All of their products are available from grams to metric tons through their online store at BulkSupplements.com. Orders received 4 noon Pacific Standard Time shipped the same day. Their FDA-registered CGMP manufactured and distributing facility has a staff over 60 full-time employees that take pride in providing excellent customer service and producing quality products for their customers. The wellness of the community is of the utmost importance to Bulk Supplements. It's dedicated to maintaining all health code and government regulation. Each supplement is tested in their in-house laboratory before distribution, ensuring that all products are safe for consumption. For any additional testing, they utilize reputable and vetted US-based independent labs. Customer service is available 7 days a week from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time through live chat, phone, and email. Bulk Supplements products are produced in an FDA-registered and inspected manufacturing facility. So, if you want quality supplements at a quality price, Bulk Supplements is the company for you. Bulk Supplements, clean and pure bulk supplements. Check the link in the description section below for more information. TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. Who That family, check out the Pro Shop. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform stores where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and Who That too.
What's up, fam? We back on the show. Thank you for being patient. Thank you, family. I appreciate y'all. We back in the second segment of the show, family. And we got the phone lines open for the family members who want to chime in on the live stream. The live lines open 504-475-4482, 504-475-4482, 504-475-4482. We in the building, baby. We in the building. What's up, fam? Great Saint Tank in the building. What's up, fam? How y'all doing, man? Big ups to the rest of the family members chiming in the live stream. Big ups to you and Yearn on this fantastic Wednesday. Good to see the family members chiming in. Appreciate y'all, man. For family, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Told you it wasn't too bad, man. You know, had through a few commercials in there and kind of, you know, for the show. But like I said, family, I'd like to thank all the family members for chiming in. But the live lines are open. 504-475-4482. Live lines open right now, family. You can feel free to call in, get your word on the street. Feel free to chime in. The live lines are activated for this edition, this side of this show. And big ups. Thank you, Tyra, baby. It's not all about the money. As y'all know, I'm very passionate and I do it for the love. I don't do it just for the money. I think that if you do something you love to do, and it'll reward you as much as passionately as you love to do it. But I've been voicing over for a while now, and I'm kind of I've been kind of dibbing and dabbing in a lot of stuff, man, and I'm quite the business, man. So I'm just moving and using the imagination. But big ups to the rest of the family members, man, that just been doing what they do, man, as well. So it was a few things, and there's still some stuff coming, family. A lot of stuff is coming on the horizon that I told you guys about. We still working on it. This is one of the projects we've been working on the last 2 weeks. We got another massive project that we working on that should be done, and behind that another project. So we continually putting stuff together and doing it is because of you guys, and I appreciate all you guys for being here as well and promoting the show and of course helping the platform. We growing because of the Great Saint Think Tank. Ain't no two ways about it. That's the truth. So big ups to you as well. John Trail Hatch and the rest of the family members, good to see you in the chat. What's up, Quincy? Good to see you, fam. Tragic, what up, fam? Good to see you, Tragic. He said, I've never been so proud to see commercials. Thank you, Tragic. Well, family, we've been doing it. I appreciate the family members, man, for the support and all that. Like I said, it's because of the family, man. But like I said, if y'all like a lot of that, we got quite a few affiliates and sponsors. So if y'all want to check it out, and you can check out their links in the description section below, and it's listed affiliate links for all of those products. Man, listen, man, listen, man, when you get to that food, man, I ordered some of that chicken, man. Oh man, that's some good food them people got there, man. And if you're a vegan, man, you'll love that too, because they got vegan dishes. Let me tell you something, man. Home Bistro got it together, fam. Home Bistro got it together, fam. Let me tell you something. I wasn't kidding, fam. But anyway, big ups to the rest of big ups to the family for joining us in that one as well. So like I said, family, if y'all won't drop upon the show, the live lines are open. They are activated. Big ups to the rest of the family members. Live lines are activated for the families to chime in. John says, Big Q, will YouTube run in real time with the Facebook page? No, we don't have that, John. We actually have that service. We haven't been utilizing that service, and we are going to start utilizing that service, bro. We have been working on, like I said, it's I've been doing a lot of work, fam. It's the last couple of weeks of getting, everything with the sponsors together, and then of course, we got several other projects, but that and the YouTube deals, the stuff like that, what Jim Kev was talking about, that's something we're working on as well. The Facebook Live stuff, that's something we have. Actually, we have that, and we can do that right now. We just got to implement it, and I got tech guys that work with me, man, and I just got them on other stuff right now, to be honest with you. So we doing what we can do. But I promise you, bro, real soon we'll get on there on the Facebook Live, because I know you advocating that. Thank you. And I got you, bro. I got it up here. I'm going to make it happen. JT. All right, man. Appreciate JT and Tyra and the rest of the family. Much love to y'all, brother Derek. Derek Lockett, good to see you in the chat, brother D2. Good to see you, bro. Hope everything's well with you. Good to see my dog Scoob in the building as well. Big ups to the family. Look like we got the family all together, and it's good to see everybody is in the chat and doing well. So much love to all the family members because of y'all. 504-475-4482. Live lines open. Devin says Q-Mod was watering. You damn right. Because I tried, you know what? Before it was done, I had to try it. I tried the food, man. They got some good food, man. They got good portions. It's not terribly, it's good, man. That's why I told you when I tried like 4 or 5 dishes, but I gave you my favorite 3 on the back end of the commercial. But shit, I was telling you the truth. I tried them myself. I'm telling you, baby. I'm trying them myself. Roy, what up? Roy said the Saints are trying to put me in the hospital. I'm way too old and do all this stress. Big ups to the rest of the family members. All right, family, we got the live lines open for the family members if you want to chime in. Live lines are activated. 504-475-4482. 504-475-4482. Live lines are activated for the family members to chime in. Get your call on, fam. Get your call on. Hop up on the show and ask your question. Live lines open. We're going to be with you guys for at least another hour. Up until about right before 9 o'clock. We got tonight is Ring Kings boxing at 9:30. So we're gonna be right up to you at 9 on our Ring Kings channel, Ring Kings boxing. So that'll be a little later on. So we're gonna be up with the family to about 9:30. So if you can feel free to jump in and let's see, 7 by 8:30. I said, yeah, but so get in where you can fit in, family. Get in, get your call on. And we'll break it down and we'll chat it up. Now to get back to some of the Saints talk, family, we approaching, this is the bye. We coming into the bye. And I think that, and right before I get into my thought, yeah, it is. All right, fam. Thank you for reaching out to the Great Saint Think Tank. Who in the building?
This is Elvin Gentry.
Yeah.
Elvin Gentry. We got rid of you, Elvin. You ain't here no more.
What's going on, Big Q?
What's up, DJ? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. So first and foremost, I want to say who that to everybody in the chat, as well as you, Big Q.
Thank you, bro. What's up, bro?
One big question.
Just a second, DJ. We got another family member on the line there. How you doing, my brother? Thank you for calling the Great Saint.
It's a Gundam, man. It's
Gundam. What's up, fam? All right, bro. Gundam, thank you for calling.
What's going on?
Thank you for calling, bro. I got DJ right ahead of you, brother Gundam. Soon as DJ...
yeah, and I know that we have other callers, so I'm just going to make mine really quick also. I just got 4 things, and then I'm going to drive on.
Okay. All right. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. All right.
All right, brother.
All right, DJ. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead and say what you was going to say.
I got one question. We all know this is Drew Brees' possibly last season as a quarterback. My question is, next year in the draft, or if we do go with Jameis Winston, if we don't, who do we draft in the NFL draft, or do we go with Jameis Winston?
Oh, man. That's tough, bro, because I mean, Sean Payton, he ain't gonna take no quarterback, man. I mean, he has several opportunities. He always make excuses about him taking young quarterbacks that's talented. I mean, at least 3 of the top quarterbacks or several of the top quarterbacks that's playing in the league. The Saints had a really good shot at landing them. We know about Patrick Mahomes. We heard Sean Payton come out and said, oh, man, I was going to draft him if he had been there. And of course, we know what happened with Lamar Jackson. When the Saints moved up to that position, Lamar was sitting there, and I thought they were going to pick him, but they went Davenport. No. So, I mean, it's also other quarterbacks the Saints had an opportunity to get. So, I don't think a rookie quarterback is in Sean Payton's favorite. I think he would do better at reaching in free agency. And, of course, you'll have guys like Aaron Rodgers. You'll have guys like Matt Stafford. You'll have guys like Phillip Rivers. A lot of people think he's over the hill. But, listen, let me tell you something. They'll have really credible veteran quarterbacks as available in free agency next year that'll be looking at the Saints as a destination if Drew Brees decides to hang them up. But if rookie quarterback, a first-round draft pick rookie quarterback that really matters, Hell no, Sean Payton ain't drafting that dude. And Jameis, now the question about Jameis could be. Remember, he was signed a 1-year deal, so he'll be unrestricted free agent next year. He can ultimately come back and challenge for the job. I think, realistically speaking, he could be a favorite to win the job, being that he would have a year worth of experience in learning the system on the team. He'll be a year more seasoned in the system and more of a serious quarterback, in my opinion, for the future QB position than Taysom Hill would be. I'm just watching, just keeping it real. Taysom doesn't spend enough time as a quarterback, man. He's spending too much time as everything else, and it tells on his packages. I mean, he had several opportunities where he could have threw that ball, and he turned into a running back each one of those plays, except for the one that he threw to Kamara for 38 yards. So, I don't think the Saints draft the guy. Winston is definitely a serious candidate because he'll come back for cheap. He's a year seasoned in the system. He's talented. But as far as them drafting a quarterback, ain't no way that's going to happen, man. Sean Payton ain't working on no rookies. He going to go get Aaron Rodgers or one of those type of dudes, bro.
My last question. So next year, and I know I'm speaking way over the line because it ain't no one in next year. But my next question is, so you think with Jameis Winston, what we gonna do with Tommy Stevens? Because they got back in the draft to draft him.
Tommy Stevens, bro, is just going to be what he is. He's going to be a developmental tight end. Remember, he was a 7th-round draft pick quarterback converted to a tight end. I think eventually he'll make his way to the team because he's a value for a guy like that. Jared Cook leaves next year. Adam Troutman is struggling to stay on the field. Josh Hill is damn near transparent. We barely see him. So, I mean, like I said, it's definitely next year could be maybe later on in the season, depending on how things shaped up. But I think Tommy Stevens has an opportunity to make an impact in the future as far as the tight end position is concerned. But as far as anything serious as a tight end contributor, I don't see that.
Well, go ahead. I know you got the colors online. Shout out to Real Lux and be easy, Big Q.
Thank you, DJ Tutu, my brother. And I'll see you on Friday's Pelican Post Game Report, bro.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, my brother. Peace. All right, that was young DJ in the building. All right, my brother Gundam, you still on the line, friend?
Yes, sir. How you doing, man?
I can't complain, my friend. I'm hanging in there, bro. How you doing?
Brother, I just want to say to you, you've been hitting them out the park. Wow.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
The care money, that was spot on. That was about a month ago. I'm like, damn. And I'm seeing the media, everybody's talking about the care money, moving the team. And I'm like, you know what, that Big Q, he got some serious discernment skills. I do want to get back to football, and I don't really want to be off topic. And this is what I wanted to cover. You've been hitting them out the park. Do you remember Marcus Davenport?
Yes, sir.
You remember when we were talking about when we brought him up? You were like, "Hey, fans, y'all need to chill on Marcus Davenport. He has a lot of upside." I don't know if you remember that topic, but I do because I was making notes. And I think it was the first or second quarter of the Chargers game. Did you see that edge rush when he was coming off the right side? Did you see that?
Yeah, absolute beast. Absolute beast.
Look, dude, TikTok, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw that, now I'm not like on your level, the ins and outs and all that stuff.
No, bro, we on the same level, bro. I mean, you intelligent. I know your commentary,
brother. You're too kind. But look, brother, if that kid puts it all together, he gonna be better than Cam Jordan.
That was his goal, bro.
If that kid did you see that edge? I mean, I'm like, oh my God. Mm-hmm. I had to. I was in the man cave, and I'm like, oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
If he puts it all together, but then it goes back to, because what I like about the pro sports is that not only you give us a forum, but you're very respectful when it comes to the fans' rebuttal. You bring us back to logic. and the X's and O's. And I really appreciate that about you. I really appreciate that about your show, because you could be one of them arrogant ones that have a podcast and pretty much dismantle like the because I'm just a simple I just love Saints football. I've been watching it since Archie Manning, Danny Abramowitz. So it's been, we were in the lean years, when it was bad. My other point, because I know that we got other callers, and I just want to show that courtesy. Dude, what is going on with the rookie Callaway? What is Sean thinking? This kid got an upside. At least I think he does.
Yeah.
Why isn't he not using him?
Bro, I was saying that about Callaway when I seen the footage of him. If you go back and watch the videos we breaking them down during when they signed him. And we did the positional breakdown videos. Right. If you go back and listen to we were calling it, saying about Callaway, and that he fits perfectly for the Saints because he has speed, he's tough. Oh, man. His greatest skill is his ability to catch contested balls. He's not afraid of no contact. I mean, he's fantastic. He kick returns, punt returns, speed, all of that. And I say this kid absolutely fits the bill. He got
dog in him, Q.
Yeah.
He got dog. You remember when he was running down the sideline? You know how, and I'm not, because I get what you're saying. And again, I'm not an X's and O's guys, but I have learned a lot since being a pro sports media, but with the Big Q and fam. Learned a lot of football X's and O's because I'm mostly a basketball guy, because that's what I played in college.
Okay.
But, bro, I'm telling you, this kid got some dog. Like Traquan Smith. Mm-hmm. He just seems kind of like tiptoeing. He don't excuse my language. He don't show up.
Right.
So I apologize to our fans for my language, but he don't show up.
That's that passion, bro. That's all right.
He don't show up, because I remember there was a piece which, Traquan's really had a break. I say, hey, y'all need to pump the brakes, because when it comes to games that really matter, this guy don't show. But enough on Callaway. When I was looking on Traquan, when I was looking at this kid Callaway, you could see that spark, and that like Sean Payton, he don't know how to be a mentor, how to nurture talent, and like Trotman, because we don't need all these cats to make a deep run in the play. You ever notice like how these rookies develop for other teams that make the deep run in the playoffs? Because they're giving them that maturation process. They're giving them that mentorship that they need in order to nurture those young guys, so that when they can have that dog in them for the play. I just don't, I just don't understand Coach Payton's philosophy. I really don't. The other thing, and my other point is, I'm going to have to eat crow, because you remember, I know you do, 2018, at the end of it, we were going back and forth. I was like, man, he's a quarterback. He's a quarterback. He's like, hey, Gundam, I'm telling you, he's not a quarterback. And it hurts me, but I'm just teasing. It hurts me to say this to our family. Yeah, I was wrong, man. You were right. He's not a quarterback, man. He's not a quarterback. There's a couple of things, because you were telling me, and I know you can't remember all these conversations or these specific points that you made, because because you're dealing with a lot of fans, but you did say that you have to look at his decision making process, and his decision making process has been horrible. Like there was a bad pass. He ran when he should have pitched off. Then of course Sean, he's so infatuated. I just don't. It's like, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing. Like Breeze is in a rhythm, then he takes Breeze out.
Yeah. Yep.
And he puts Tate. Have you seen that?
Yes, sir. I've seen that, and I've commented on that several times. He's breaking the momentum, the flow of the offense doing that.
Yeah, so I'm just like, because being a passionate Saints fan, it's like, man, we've got the talent. We're right there, and I understand, like, you were, I still believe that we have one of the best front four in the NFL, but that's me because I'm a Saints fan. Right. The only thing we have to do is really clean up our secondary, because there was one play for the Chargers game where P-Rob, he got caught looking at in the backfield. Mm-hmm. And I think, I don't know if the wide receiver, what is that called? A wheel route? Where the no, that's a running back, where the wide receiver just ran right by him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like that to me, that tells me that's just poor coaching. Because that's a fundamental thing. Why are you looking in the backfield? If they were playing zone, whatever, prevent, why are you looking in the backfield? That's a fundamental thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, this one kid, 43, what's his name? Marcus Williams. He's like a junior high school. Because it's the same in, same out, same mistakes. You know, and of course, I don't want to get too much on that because we already know what that is. And I think that, to me, it just seems like the Saints are based off of a good old boy system that if you one of Sean Payton's guys, then you're going to get playing time.
Yeah.
And I look at other organizations, it's like they don't care. They're going to start a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just don't really get that. What was my other point? And I just want to, because I know we have other callers. Hold on. Got it right here. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, and that's it. The Taysom experiment is done. I'm done with that. I think that we need to move on. I don't see us going deep in the playoffs if we don't get certain things fixed. The situation with Michael Thomas, I have my own theory about that. But like I said, that's just me. That's just the Gundam man. I'm thinking that his uncle or his nephew has a lot of influence on that. You know, I really do. I mean, that's just my own opinion because, you know, Michael, yeah, you know, everybody talking about he's a diva, but the dude is a dog. He plays hard. And for him to go off on the coaches like that, there's got to be something more that's going on with this kid concerning this organization. It's got to be something more. And I don't want to take away because I'm sure you elaborated on it because I came in on the tail end of that subject. You know, I'm just hoping that Coach Payton can wake up and try to galvanize this team for the playoffs. Now, I still do agree. I think that Drew is like his arm strength is not so much the decision-making process. He holds on to the ball too long. You know, but that's me. You know, if you can break it down, no Gundam, you know, this is what's going on. Because I'm still seeing receivers open.
They got
and
several. Yeah, you're right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
there are guys running open downfield. He's just not getting it to him. He's taking the safe man route. He doing a lot of safe man throwing. That's no doubt about it. But yeah, I've seen guys break open downfield, and Drew doesn't find them. You know, and for whatever reason, he's looking like the last game. He basically was looking at Emmanuel Sanders for the duration of the game. So, you know, I mean, they had other guys that were open running. Why he didn't take a shot on him, I don't know why he didn't.
And I'm telling you, Q, the only way that we can make a deep run in the playoffs, because I'm looking at that team, you see how they were rushing. Mm-hmm. And I've said it before. I know you're probably sick of me saying it.
Mm-mm.
Jumbo tight end package.
There you go.
We could have destroyed them.
Yep.
Because if them linebackers are coming up, you can throw it down the middle to a 6'5", 6'6" tight end. You getting chunk yards. All of a sudden, oh shit, you know,
right.
We can't push that line. We're gonna have to go back. Now you can do the run game. Then when they come up for the run game, now you can go down the field. When what's that boy number 87? I think his name, the tight end Cooks. When he did that route.
Right.
You know, but I just like, again, I'm not the X's and O's guy. I mean, you're the analyst. I'm just saying it as a passionate fan. I don't think that if we don't get this fixed, if we don't get this back in, and I think that we can get the back end fixed, but I just think that they're not disciplined. And you know, like there were some bad calls with the face mask. I still believe that the NFL has it out for the Saints.
No doubt.
I still, because there's a subtle. If you got eyes to see, you can see the subtlety of how they're making these calls.
Right.
These little ticky-tack calls. Me personally, I think an investigation needs to be opened up because it's not, you know, they talk about the NFL, protect the shield, the integrity, and all this other crap. Well, then if you got integrity, you know, why don't you call a freaking fair game? You know, I mean, it's game in, game out. These calls that are critical to us are being missed. Now, I know I understand about running it into the kicker, but you know what? I think that was a little ticky-tack. I've seen worse, and they haven't even thrown the flag. I've seen where the guy has run under several times this year, ran under the guy's leg, nothing wasn't drawn. You know, but other than that, and I just want to close with this. Look, I just want to say thank you for giving us Saints fans a forum, especially like during this crazy pandemic, because your show really, I know it helped me through when the pandemic was at its peak during the summer, you know, and I just want to say that because not all shows, you know, give where the fans can call in, and it's a respectful forum, and I just want to, you know, say thank you for that. And man, brother, I definitely believe I would be surprised if you don't blow up, and that's it, brother.
Thank you, Gunda. Appreciate you, bro. Who that to you, bro, and be safe out there, my brother. Thank you.
All right, my man. Take care.
You too, bro. Peace. All right, that was Gundam chiming in. Appreciate the brother chiming in. All right, we got another great Saint Think Tank family member on the line. What's going on, fam? Who's on the line?
What's good, man?
One more time, my bro. I can't make you out.
Yo, this is the last Saint, man. What's good?
Last Saint, what's happening, bro? Your phone got a real bad echo to it, my brother.
You got an echo to it?
Yeah. You sound like you're in a hollow hallway somewhere.
Oh, I am. I probably got a couple later. Yeah, I'm gonna probably just do that.
You say you gonna call back?
Yeah, still got that sound?
Yeah, still real echoey, my brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna just call back later.
All right, my boy. Thank you for your call, bro. Peace. Peace. All right, that was Last Saint. All right, appreciate the family members. Thank you, brother DJ Gundam and Last Saint chiming in. All right, fam, we got a few more. We got plenty of time here. We're going to about 9. Say about got 9, just about 9 o'clock or so, a little bit after 9. We got a 9:30. A Tough Tiger talk. I mean, not Tough. Ring Kings Boxing. We'll edit 2 main. That's on our boxing channel tonight. We'll have that. Pat Washington, who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the chat as well. Big ups to you, fam. Brian Pearson, what up, Brian? Javier, who that to you? The rest of the family members chiming in a live stream. Live lines open, family. Live lines open. 504-475-4482. Live lines open. While y'all, Nola Balls, what up, fam? Good to see you in the chat as well. Big ups to you as well. Thank you. All right, just to, I'm going to be in the chat to some more family members call in. Ramsey says, hey, Q, did you see that yesterday when Moscona went off on Cantrell on his show yesterday, even not opening up in the Dome? No, I actually, GM Kev sent me a snippet of it. I listened to it. And, you know, I like Matt Moscona, man. I think Matt Moscona tells it like it is. And notice there's certain people, man, that, you know, that we have that tell it like it is, man. I'm not going to lie to you. And I'm glad he did go off on her. And I'm glad, and I just tell Matt Moscona, welcome to the party. Where you been? Because, man, let me tell you something, man. Yeah, we know, and Matt knows, he's a smart dude. He knows what this is. That's why people upset. This didn't get this ain't have nothing to do with safety. And the mere fact that you trying to say it is despicable. It's dishonest. And it's not the fact, well, Q, you just want the football to get. No, it's more than just that. It's a component that shakes and tells this thing, whatever it is out here, or whoever put it out here, that we're not gonna let you mess with us and how we live. We're gonna get even healthier. We're gonna take our supplements and we're gonna do what we're supposed to do. But we also gonna stay prayed up, and we don't shrivel and shake and run from nothing. I don't care what it is, you know. And that's how it's always been, and that's how we came up in this region. We are like I mentioned, Ronnie Lamar, who says we're tough and resilient. He ain't lying. What people, you know, can go through several hurricanes and have all their stuff lost and smashed and pitches lost and still standing strong, still daring to be great, daring to move ahead of the pack. That's a hell of an example. And that's what we call an indomitable spirit, man. That's unshakable spirit. That's an unbreakable spirit. You can't break that spirit. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because that spirit, that energy coming from the creator, man. You can't break the creator. You got to bind like that. You can't do nothing with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. When you got, and that's what it really is about. And for those who are young people or people who don't know, you got to develop that bond. You don't have to be a monk. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a monk. But, just have that creation. In every relationship, have that relationship. Every relationship is different. That connect to their creator. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And there's it's like plugging your cell phone charger in the wall. You're going to have that phone, and sooner or later that phone going to lose its charge. You got to plug it back in the wall. You got to plug up on it to give it a charge. That's the same principle. You got to plug into something greater than you, get charged back up, and go ahead. And every time when you feel yourself getting a little low, charge back up again. I'm just keeping it real, man. And that's what we made of. And that's why we tough and we strong faithed, and running from some damn virus ain't going to cut it. You ain't going to spook me with that. You know what I'm saying? For people that run, I'm telling you, man, that's more than I tell you straight up right now, there are at least 50 things that's worse than that they're not telling you about. But I ain't going to tell you about that. You come on Q with Big Q and I get your mind right on that. But that's not about scaring. It's about the truth is empowering. This is nothing is empowering about this. It's all fear laden. It's and let me tell you something. I'm gonna leave it alone. That's how you get that's how you got the traffic cameras, man. Remember all that? Y'all remember? For like people that remember when they ain't have no traffic cameras up on them, y'all remember that? When they put them traffic cameras up 20 years ago, they was like, oh, this is gonna help keep everybody safe, and this is gonna help Canada everywhere. In small towns, big towns, everywhere. And it ain't doing nothing to change no safety. It was a surveillance mechanism. But how they sold it to you under the banner of safety, they tell you everything to try to keep, because scared people is the worst people in the world. You got an old scared dude, that's worse than the worst person in the world, because he's unpredictable. Scared, running from everything. That ain't no way to live, man. That ain't no kind of way to live in the world. You got to connect to something. You got to connect to the creator. And I'm keeping it real with y'all, because the stuff that's going on in the world is created by the demons. They running around tearing up stuff. They doing all this stuff and lying to you and tricking you and fooling you. And I ain't trying to go into a great spiel about it, but it's the same demons that try to stop your Saints team every time. How many you go out there into the game? How many people watch the game and sit up there and watch that Taysom Hill got ripped down by the face mask in the end zone? Referee standing in the back of the end zone didn't even throw the flag. Huh? You mean to tell me all that holding they was doing on Davenport, where he was literally grabbed several times? A man literally reached out with two hands and grabbed Davenport and pulled him in his body jack like that. And the referees didn't see it, and he was standing up there looking. They got one penalty called on him that entire game. Like I said, any and everything to try to stop you, but they can't stop you. They can't do nothing with you. You're going to continue to exceed and get great. All right, fam. Hold on, I got a double come. All right, thank you for calling the Great Saint Think Tank. Brother Paul, that's you.
What's going on, Big Q?
What's going on, my friend? How you doing?
Oh, just sitting here, just looking at this saga of the Saints, I tell you.
What you thinking on historian? What you got?
To me, I don't see how the fans could be this excited about a game we really should have lost. I can't get excited about that, Q. There's been about 5 to 8 more minutes in that game. The Chargers would have came back and handed our butts to us.
Yeah.
Q, it don't make no sense. You don't bet on overtime. Overtime, that's why they call it sudden death. You want to win the game in regulation, because ain't no guarantee you're going to win the coin flip. And overtime is the team that has the ball last has the best chance to win. Maybe Sean Payton was thinking it was college. College play and the other team score, and you've been had 5 overtimes before you get a winner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. So that should have been that way.
Management is really declined. Go ahead, Q.
You're right, bro. Your brother Paul, you're always hitting on it. You come at it from a historical angle, and that's why we love having you. As a member of the Great Saint Think Tank, a family member. And hey, you call
this how you keep it real. We know how to keep it real with each other. We gonna call a spade a spade. We ain't gonna get over the board with Sean Payton. This team just barely getting by. You ain't gonna get by against Kansas City. You ain't gonna get by against the Bears, the Vikings. You ain't gonna get by with them teams. They won't rip you wrong.
Right.
What you think?
You're right. I mean, you play, and then And let me. One of the family members said it was a terrible win, and it's been a long time since I heard them two words put together. But that was an interesting term or phrase to use for it. Yeah, that was Brother Hatcher, Daryl. Daryl said that.
Right
who that to Daryl? Colonnade, I see your family out there. Ramsey Kennedy, who that? Yeah, he called it, Brother Paul. He said that was a terrible win, and the fact that the Saints had to go into overtime and tackle the guy, keep him 2 yards or whatever it was, short of the first down with Marshawn Lattimore and barely escape out with the win is something else. But listen, I just,
thank God it wasn't no tie, Q, because that still would have hurt New Orleans more than it would have hurt the Chargers.
No doubt. The Chargers is not really going anywhere this year. We know that they're not going to really make no noise. They'll be good if they make 8-8. They'll be happy with that. But I think that you look at what the Saints have done and coming into the new month, and it was the 5th game of the season. I was thinking to myself, okay, we've had a whole month worth of football. Now let's see this offense cut loose. Well, we seen him try to cut loose when he threw the ball 48-7 or 48 times after running it 40-plus times. I said, okay, well, that answered my goddamn question. We asked whether Sean Payton
was coming. Sean Payton just like a crack addict. You just can't stay off the stuff.
Can't stay off. He hooked on the basket. I was not saying we talked about like, listen, I'm happy. Hopefully that Payton will stick to the run. And what'd he do? In this game, he was 48 passes with 25 rushes.
That don't make no kind of sense.
That was almost the adverse of what it was against Detroit. Now, how you flip-flop like that after the span of just 1 week? You knew the running attack is the main reason why you beat Detroit. You dominated the clock. Why didn't you use that more in this game? Because there was no discipline. And I said that. Why don't he stick to the run? Because it takes discipline to run the ball. It does. It takes discipline to run the ball.
You get 2 or 3 yards of pop. I mean, the Saints line got to get high like an 88 Buick. You just can't jump out in there and take off. You got to warm that thing up,
Right. I mean, it's 5 weeks though, Brother Paul. It's 5 weeks, and even that people say, well, Q, they missing Mike. I won't discount that because he's a big part of it. But the reality at the end of the day is you still need the running attack. And you have the running backs are super healthy. You got Kamara, you got Latavius. You can either throw Dwayne Washington in there, let him do something. You get Ty Montgomery back next week. So, I mean, hopefully we can be more run-centered. That's what I thought the Saints had 4 active running backs on their starting lineup. I thought that was a sign that you was going to run the ball more. That's what I thought. That's what I thought it was.
I don't say for the life of me, why should Payton try to make the short pass make up for the run game? You can't.
That's what he's gonna tell you. That's what he's gonna tell you. He's gonna tell you some bull crap. He's gonna tell you some bull crap. Yeah, you gotta understand that the short pass is an extended run. Man, shut up. That's not. A run is extended. Not no short pass. A short pass is a short pass. See the mind games and the gaslight. Right. You can't gaslight people that's intelligent that know football, fool. I mean, the Saints know. The Saints know they need to run the ball. The reason why they're not running the ball and they're not 5-0 is because of Coach Payton. I keep saying that. He don't want to stick to the run, and you need to run when the passing attack is struggling. There's only 2 modes of transportation for the football. You're either going to throw it through the air or you're going to run it on the ground. And the Saints are pretty good at running the ball on the ground. Payton says, nope, we're just going to keep throwing it until we get it right. Now, what are he going to do after he come off the bye week? Is he going to have another 40-plus attempt performance with the offense? He probably is. But he knows the statistics. More than likely, we're going to bet on the throw all the time and a slight minimalization of the running attack. Unless he was forced to do it.
And what he don't realize, Q, he wearing Drew down by the end of the year to a playoff. Man, he going to have throwing elbow or something, man. You can't just keep doing it to that man like that. He must think Drew 25. I think he's thinking Drew younger than what he looked like. So I don't understand the thinking with that, Q. It just don't make no sense. And you can't depend on the defense to get you no point. That's what I loved about the old Dome Patrol. You could count on the defense and get an interception, a pick six, or a fumble and catch. But the same defense ain't finna do that. They be barely holding on, trying to stop you from throwing deep on them. I don't know. It is tough to go to all that lie, that tap dance. We gonna clean it up. He ain't gonna clean up Jack Brown. If you gave him Bounty, the quicker picker up, he still wouldn't clean it up, Q.
You're right. You're right,
Yeah,
brother
that's
Paul.
supposed to be down there. That's the way that's supposed to go. No, it ain't, fool. Because you got Dennis Allen back there that can't call a defense, can't set up the defense with enough to stop nobody. It don't make no sense. The offense still is not out there enough. The defense still can't get off the field. That game aggravated me, Q. But you know what? We always expect this, Q. This is the way it's gonna be. Sean Payton gonna have it his way or no way, and that's what's gonna be his ruination.
Yeah, that's a part of it, brother Paul. And I think what hurt him the last time was the fact that he was really trying to force feed the Rock. He was trying to throw the damn ball as opposed to do what needs to be done to run the ball, a balanced attack. All I want is a balanced attack. Balanced attack helps the defense, keeps them off the field, helps them get more fresh, so we have to use them. And listen, now the thing is, Sean Payton, if you want to keep throwing the ball the way you do, then you're going to have to give up some of your offensive slot for defensive slots. That's right. You got to give up some. That means get cut off. Have two backup linemen. Activate two backup offensive linemen a game, whether it be Hurst and Easton and the rest of them, they deactivated for the week. And then activate more defensive personnel if you're going to keep doing this. Instead of having three tight ends, you're gonna have two tight ends. I mean, you're gonna have to take.
You only stop you because if you know your defense can't stop.
You might as well deactivate as many offensive slots as you possibly can, and add those slots on the defensive side because you're gonna need that personnel if you're gonna continue to do that, because you're gonna need more personnel as depth to cover those guys when they're tired in there. That's the only way that's gonna work. But the reality, that's why I'm saying throwing and slinging the damn thing down the field when people know you're going to throw and sling the thing downfield. I'm commonsensical. My thing is, if they know you're going to run it, throw it. If they know you're going to throw it, run it. Now, either result ends up, and that's very simple, a very simple kindergarten-esque, a preschool way of looking at the running and passing game. But guess what? That is the unbridled truth. The reality is the complexity is created by humans. Simplicity was created by the Most High. The Most High didn't design nothing to be complex where you can't understand it. He don't do stuff like the stock market people do. Make up all kind of funny ass terms and language and stuff that you can't understand, and you got to go get an interpreter. He don't do that. He creates nature is a very simple concept. It's not complex, and it wasn't meant to be complex because he wanted you to get it. Creator wanted you to get it. But this is the type of stuff that I see going with the Saints. If Sean Payton obviously is not going to be disciplined enough to stick to the run, brother Paul, he's not.
He's not, too. I don't know what he's looking at that play sheet for. It ain't helping that. So throw that shit, excuse my language, to the side. So, look, even Andy Reid going back, getting plays back in the 40s and using them. And they being effective. You know what play I wish the Saints had on their offense? When Mahomes take that snap, and he get the ball and he flip it to Tariq Hill come across the line and just, man, I love that play. And nobody can't stop it for nothing in the world. Now, that's one play that Kansas City going to eat our defense. My hands alone ain't going to be the rat quick enough to do nothing. They're going to eat that up all night.
Yeah, Brother Paul, man, listen, you're right. I mean, Alex Anzalone is playing like he is playing. He playing pathetic. People are like, what's up with Alex Anzalone? Well, he reads the press clippings. He knows that if he don't stay healthy this year, the team gonna cut him. He knows that. We've said that. He knows that. So that's why you see this Shaggy from Scooby Doo version of Alex Anzalone.
Right.
That's
why
you
don't realize if he keep playing like that, he can get cut anyway. It's two-edged sword with that thing.
That is true too. But see, the thing is, that's what he's doing. He's like Alex Anzalone since he's been here, hadn't been able to stay healthy. So what he's going to do is that he's going to play as cautiously as he can and make it through the year to get a contract. And we need him to play with his hair on fire, and he only do that once he get a contract. Then he'll start playing with his hair on fire. Watch. I mean, I'm telling you, that's like it's Alex, but is Alex Anzalone hurt? He's not hurt.
You do all of that, ain't no guarantee you gonna go nowhere else to get no big payday. Cause you best believe the other scouts is watching him every Sunday, Q.
That's right. Demario Davis got his money. So he got his 3-year deal.
He deserved it.
He deserved it. He got a 3-year extension on his contract, so here for additional 3 years. Alex Anzalone is looking for his money now, and that's why you see him looking like that. The problem is you can't have two of them in the center of your defense doing that, playing that same kind of way. That's why the team looks sorry up the middle. You got a very shaggy. You got a very Scooby-Doo shaggy looking. It's actually a Shaggy from Scooby-Doo looking ass Alex Anzalone running around there. Well, zoinks, Scoob. Well, zoinks.
Ain't no teeth in the linebackers. Everybody's scared to say linebacker cute. That's why the tight end be running free through there. You know?
I mean, listen, I'm telling you though, it's ridiculous. But then you got, not only do you got Shaggy from Scooby at the middle linebacker, but you got Marcus Williams running back there. He totally blind. He back there looking. He lost as he can be. You need to give that boy GPS because he don't know where he all lost. He all turned around.
Would be able to find the ball if you gave him GPS. Siri couldn't help him. And
Marcus, Siri can't find him, Brother Paul. He said, Siri say, Marcus, the ball is on the way. Marcus, the ball, and he's still dropping. He's still on. Where is it at? Where?
Yeah, where is that? Where is that, Scooby? Where is that? And I'm glad you brought that up, Q. We need to Xerox that. I hope they do that over there at the Tiger Stadium. Somebody need to Xerox a big bat out there. 2 rushes, first down.
2 rushes?
2 rushes. Hit it. And he still go out there and throw the ball 50 yards like a big fool. He better be glad Drew ain't throwing a whole lot of picks this year, Q, but it's coming. Keep on throwing the ball 40, 50 times, Q. You're going to start getting them pick sixes, and Drew will be standing looking like a big dummy. Why are you going to run the ball? Well, Q, that's the case. Hell, get rid of all the running backs and just have receivers. You don't need no running back. Just you're going to throw. You know, he got this bomb fillers attitude. Yeah, I wish I could. Well, at least Bub said he wish he could run every play with pass. Okay, you keep going. You keep getting these injuries. All right, now Emmanuel Sanders will be hurt next, and who's gonna step up? Fowl ain't doing that. Now I'm disappointed in him. Q. I thought he was gonna ball.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to start Callaway. You try to do him like you did Krishan Hogan.
But you Callaway
not know how to use them players, Q, in his team.
Brother Paul, you're right. Callaway deserves to be on the field. He made the active roster straight up. And another thing is,
Devontae Harris is hurt. They don't tell him when he gonna be back. Q, did he pull a hamstring too?
That's right. He got. I think he got a hamstring too, if I'm not mistaken. But the deal is too. If you look at him, Callaway earned his way onto the roster. He deserves an opportunity to kick return, punt return, as well as to play a wide receiver. He got him out there on the field, big, physical, catch the ball under duress, catches it, contested, tough as they can be. Love him. Big play. But that's not the only young guy.
I think he's the only other real deep threat we have.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Emmanuel Sanders, he can stretch the field for you too, but they're using him more like a possession. Traquan Smith, Traquan Smith was looking pretty good early on. Drew just didn't throw to him a lot against the Chargers. But
he's gonna have to learn how to play without the ball, Q. You know, Jerry Rice used to say that back in the day.
That's
you got to learn how to play without the ball, baby.
You got to. He's blocking well, but he still got a lot to learn for a fourth year wide receiver. You know, he still got a lot to learn. And the thing is, he should be. I ain't gonna say he should be with Mike Thomas because that's a different type of ambition to drive you to being greatness. It's almost like a madness that keep you up at night to be great. It's a insatiable, burning desire in your chest to make your mark, and that's how I'll describe when you're in to be ambitious.
And you can call it being a student of the game, Q, where you eat and slip football. You know what I mean?
Right.
Trying to get that playbook. You know.
Right. Exactly. Because he knows that when I master this, it's like guys know that okay, I come into this. Am I going to master this, or I'm coming in here just to collect a check? And that's a difference in a lot of guys' heart. And it's about where you come from and how you was raised. Was that instilled in you to be ambitious, to be determined, to know, to take it seriously, to master whatever you're doing? And a lot of them don't have that mentality.
With CD Deuce, a lot of fire in that secondary. They is piss poor, pardon my language. Good God Almighty. It's like watching root canal back there with them boys.
And it's several guys, it's several culprits that's in the secondary that's making things problematic. Several secondary culprits that's there.
You can't even hide it no more.
No, you can't. It's hard. You can mask maybe one dude struggling in the secondary, but it's hard as hell to mask several guys that's struggling in the secondary. Let me tell you.
If Allen had got hurt, the Saints would have got their butt beat. I know Herbert would have thrown for at least 6 touchdowns.
Well, he got that big. Well, he hit that slot man for what, 60-something odd yards?
Yeah. I'm like, come on, where's the slot corner? I'm like, Patrick Robinson stand around, like you said, Q, we said the other day. There's no communication. Like when the play is blown on the secondary, they just walk off the court, like the 7 doors. Do. We don't care. We ain't worried about it. Ain't nobody fussing. Ain't nobody going to the little play illustrator and looking at what mistake we did. Right. And I'm like, come on, man. What is Aaron Glenn doing back there? I'm like, good God.
They asked me about that. Aaron Glenn said, well, Q, you think Aaron Glenn should be a guy, we should get rid of him? Well, listen, by next year, Aaron Glenn will be going anyway. I think somebody going to pluck him off the team. And rightfully so. I think it's somebody we need a change back there because, and not to take nothing from Glenn, but then again, is it Glenn? And the question, not to be fair to Aaron Glenn, he's always been a good coach in my book. He's a solid person, a good player. And when he played almost 19, 20 years in the game. So he knows football. He's personable. He knows how to talk to the young guys. The issue is, does he have the proper talent? That's the issue that I ask because it's hard to be able to look good.
To be a defensive coordinator,
right.
I think he's getting
in the last several seasons, he came really close to leaving and taking on coordinator positions. So, next year he'll take on the coordinator position. Yeah, he ain't going to get passed up next year. But see, the thing is also this.
So, right.
You view the Saints, and I know Dennis Allen ain't crazy enough to go and tell Sean Payton, Sean, go get Ken Crawley for me. He just got cut. Sean, go get Patrick Robinson for me. Oh, go get P.J. Williams back. And these guys, these 3 guys collectively are not very good. P.J. Williams can't cover to save his life, even if you play him as a safety and let him play tight ends, which he's a cornerback, which means he should have more speed to guard a tight end. But Darren Waller tore him up, and several other players that he should be faster than always seems to beat him. The problem with P.J., and I always go through my little breakdown on these 3 guys. Problem with PJ, studying the film and knowing PJ Williams for all the years, and he's not gotten better at it that I've noticed. And if he did, it's very small incremental bites. But what I've seen from PJ Williams is he bites too easily on fakes. He like we just joked about the Shaggy from Scooby analogy that he's scared. Alexander Zalone is scared like Shaggy from Scooby. Well, hell, Scooby the dog was scared too, and that's what the hell P.J. Williams is. He's scared as hell. The dude,
Lee Swearinger, I call him Scrappy. He the oldest Scrappy back there.
Well, he is. That's true. He beat the DJ Swearinger is Scrappy. But to be honest with you, we got some mystery machine cornerbacks going on back in the secondary. Let me tell you. I'm just gonna keep it real with you, man. I mean, I'm watching.
I ain't lied to you, man. If I was a coach, offensive coordinator, I tell you, just chunk it. They ain't gonna stop you because if you don't beat it for a touchdown, they gonna get past interference. Marcus, we're gonna grab somebody's face, man, like a fool. Then you gonna keep the drive going.
All commit offensive, commit pass interference without even looking at where the ball at. The man is not paying. You put the foul.
That's
because you're making them type of mistakes because you're not aware of your surroundings. That's what's going on. He's not aware of his because he's not paying attention to what he's supposed to. He's looking at the wrong places, and that's why he's looking like that. And you put the film on Marcus Williams, he's always a phase or 2 out where he's supposed to be. Always chasing. Not the guy that making the play. That's right, absolutely. And like I said about to stick to the cornerback breakdown, PJ Williams is super scared. Every time you step this way, he 15 feet that way you stepped and you turn up the way you got him beat. He easily shook. Terrible fundamentals by PJ Williams. Like I've said before, y'all know like I know that the standard for cornerbacks in the NFL was Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders came out of the Florida State University, the same university that both them dudes, P.J. Williams and Patrick Robinson, came from.
Wow.
Both of them dudes came from Florida State, and they are the anti-Deion Sanders, let me tell you.
You're right, Q.
Don't you ever call yourself talking about drafting no damn cornerback from Florida State. Don't you do it. Don't you ever say we're going to look for Deion Sanders in Florida State. Hell, you ain't going to find her.
They need to get together, too. I know they have seen her. I'm like, you know you can't play her. Sit your behind down.
But, Brother Paul, even a Ferrari from time to time, if you got it put between a Astro van from the late 80s, an old rusty London taxi cab. That's right. And remember them old silhouettes? You remember the silhouettes that used to burn up on people? The silhouettes, the little van.
Good old gas, Q, but they had no power.
It's hard to be a Ferrari sitting next to an Astro van, a silhouette, and a Caravan. It's hard to do that. I mean, and then it's just by default that stuff gonna start happening to you. You can't do too much more than that.
Like that old Subaru.
I'm telling you, Brother Paul. Hold on just a second, Brother Paul. Thanks for calling the Great Say Think Tank family. Who on the air?
My name is Arnold Landry.
Arnold, how you doing, fam? How you doing, my bro?
I'm doing good, Q. How you doing, buddy?
I cannot complain, my bro. We got Brother Paul right ahead of you, my friend. As soon as he get off, I'm going to bring you right on in, my friend. Thank you.
Okay. Solid.
All right, Brother Paul. Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, man, I'm glad Arnold jumped in, man. But Q, I don't see it get no better. It'll have little glimmers, little glints and all that, but overall, I'm like Gundam was, man. I really say it'll pretty 10-6, 11-5, and gonna be in the playoff, one and done. Especially if they don't get the home game. Q. We can't just play around with it. You could be 13-3 and still have to play that first game in the playoff now.
That's right.
You can't sit back on that no more.
That's right.
You can't tell Sean Payton that, Q.
No, you can't tell
Payton. You don't
Payton.
believe that meat greasy.
I think he wrote that song for Kanye West. Wait till I get my money right. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell that man nothing about that team. He will not listen to you. He don't care about it. He's like, this is his damn team. And he had a lot of pressure on him to run the ball. He yielded to it 1 week and then came back the next week. And in 1 week is all you get, and we ain't gonna see that for another 2 years. Like he give you one of them type of games every 2 years or 3 years, whatever. 3 years. The last time he did that was in 2017 with the Buffalo Bills.
Right.
Then we got it this year. So
45, about 50 times.
There you go. And then you never see it again for a whole another 3 years. I tell you, man.
I'm tell you like that song. Was it Fifth Ward? Weeby said, "Let me find out that you don't make the playoffs. Let me find out. Let me find out you keep letting P.J. Williams and them mess up the lead in the secondary. Keep on, because Kansas City and the Vikings and the Bears ain't gonna eat you, because they chucking the ball, man, and they know the state secondary can't stop nobody. Okay, let me find out." All right, love y'all though now.
Saying to you, Brother Paul. Now. Saying to you, my brother. Thank you. Peace. Who that?
All right now. Who
that? All right, Brother Arnold, you still on the line, my friend?
Yes, I'm still here, Q.
All right, welcome on to the show, my brother. What's on your mind today?
Thank you, man. How you doing, Q? Everything's good?
Yes, sir. Cannot complain, my friend. I'm hanging in there.
All right, cool. Well, I just want to go back to a few little things that you and Uncle Paulie was talking about the Saints secondary and the safety Marcus Williams, because I just feel that Marcus Williams, P.J. Williams, and Patrick Robinson, oh man, they are so horrible. And I mean, I just want to go back to something that you said a while back, that when Marcus Williams was saying that he needs to practice on his tackling. Yep. And I agree with you 100%. I mean, he's been in the league for 4 years. I mean, I'm sure the Saints have a practice dummy that's on wheels where he could practice how to hit the dummy and wrap him up and tackle it. I just don't understand what's the deal with the secondary. I don't understand what's going on with the secondary. They don't seem to communicate, and they don't seem to turn their head around when the ball is approaching the receiver. But my other issue is that I think a lot of this blame has to go on the coaches as well. Mm-hmm. What are they doing in practice or in training camp? I just don't understand that. I mean, I feel like our defensive line been playing a little bit steady, but it's our cornerbacks and safeties that's just not getting the job done. I don't understand what's going on. I mean, I think maybe next year's draft, the Saints maybe just have to draft like maybe 2 cornerbacks and try to get another safety or something like that. Maybe do what the 49ers did, when they got Ronnie Lott, they got Eric Wright. I can't remember the other guy's name, but they picked up like maybe 3 or 4 cornerbacks that year. And
wasn't Merton Hanks one of them? Wasn't those one of them, Arnold? Merton Hanks? Wasn't Merton Hanks one of those guys?
I'm not sure. I know one of them was I believe his last name was Wright.
Yeah,
they
Eric
picked
Wright.
Ronnie Lott first, and I think they got Wright third because they had like two picks in the 3rd round or something. But I believe they picked up like about 4 cornerbacks.
Yeah.
Because Lott was playing cornerback in his first year, and then they switched him to safety, his natural position, the second year. But, that seemed to have turned things around. And the Saints, I mean, they only seem to pick up like 1 cornerback maybe, every year or every other year or so. But
that's true.
They got to invest in maybe 2 or 3. And hopefully, maybe 2 out of the 3 or 1 out of 3 would turn out to be a little bit, a decent player, because I just don't understand what's going on. We always seem to be going back and picking up players who we released, got rid of, and 3 years, 4 years down the line, they're bringing the same player back. We bought Crowley back. We bought Robinson back. We bought Jenkins back. I mean, look elsewhere.
Yeah, that's a great point, Arnold. I mean, we keep recycling these guys back in the building. Like there's not anybody. We done PJ Williams has been here, bro. He hadn't done anything. Yeah, right. I mean, PJ was drafted. They were expecting this guy to be a starter. He's not been a starter. Same with Patrick Robinson, who drafted this guy. He was a 1st-round draft pick. He was the best he became was a nickelback in Philly system. He's regressed to a dime back in the Saints system. And he can't play the nickel when called upon. Now, he looked decent in the Detroit matchup, but goodness, we hold our breath when the ball goes to P.J. Williams and those guys back there.
Yeah, I hear you, but I think Marcus Williams, man, I think he's playing in the man's game now. Maybe in college he looked, decent, but now since he's been in the NFL for 4 years, he seems to always go low on someone to tackle someone. Now, I can understand if if a big tight end is running up towards him or a big running back, sure, you want to hit those guys low. But there's receivers that be running down the field, and he always seems to go after their legs. I mean, there's times where he could knock the snot out of them. But he just, I just don't get this kid.
Can't tackle, bro. I mean,
I just don't get him.
That's what it is, bro. He can't tackle. I've been saying that about Marcus Williams. Matter of fact, we've done shows where we've read this guy's scouting report on the air and said, and we did that. We did that with P.J. Williams. We did that with Patrick Robinson. We did that with Marcus Williams. We read the scouting report, and the scouting report warned you that he gets the worst of the tackle, and the guy referred to him as a finesse safety. And people's like, well, is it finesse safety? Q? I thought that was a basketball term. A finesse 4 or big that don't like to get his hands dirty in the paint. Like when AD became. AD is a finesse 4. He like to shoot at step back. He like to be 15, 18 feet from the cup. And every now and again he'll get around there, get a dunk or a stick back. But he likes to play around that 18 to 20 foot range and take the shot. Yeah. And every now and again he'll knock the 3. That's finesse. He don't want to get his hands dirty in that paint. And that's a part of his game. But Marcus, there's no finesse safety in football. Finesse safety mean that you don't like to get your hands dirty. And then the guy even said that he gets the worst of the hits, meaning that he doesn't know how to hit. If you're a safety, you're supposed to initiate the contact.
Right.
And he doesn't. He doesn't know what kind of tackle to make, when to make the tackle. And it's like it's instinctual, and he's thinking too much. And I think that's not good, because he's 4 years into his development. He's been starting since he was drafted. And
just like you've been saying, I mean, when he said that he's got to work on his tackling. I mean, 4 years. I remember you said that about 3 weeks back. I'm like, this guy, you got to be kidding me. He's saying that.
Yep.
He's got to focus on his tackling. Come on, man. Oh wow, because there's a lot of times he could come right up the gut and just put the hammer on somebody, but he's just
scared.
Oh man,
soft. It's all right, brother Arnold. You can say it on this show. We keep it real on here.
Yeah,
he's scared and soft.
But But you know, Deion Sanders always said there's dogs and there's cats.
That's right.
And Marcus Williams is a cat. He is
Definitely
not
Marcus
a dog,
the cat.
man.
You right. He hanging with Garfield and Heathcliff because he damn sure ain't got.
Man.
He damn sure ain't hanging with the rest of the dogs. And we talking cartoons. I done brung in Scooby Doo and all that. And Arnold, you done brung in the cats. He damn sure a cat. He hanging with Heathcliff and Garfield. That's what he doing. It's Marcus the cat.
Oh man. Well, I sure hope the Saints don't re-sign him next year. I certainly don't hope, because if they do re-sign him, obviously he's going to take less money. That's the only way I could see the Saints, keeping him to next year, if he agrees to take, less money. But the Saints got to release him. They just got to go look elsewhere, get someone in the draft, or maybe get someone in the free agent. I'm not sure who's going to be a free agent, with the safeties, but they got to look elsewhere.
Yeah, you're right, bro. I mean, and we've covered that, man. Like I said, I think a portion of that is the fact that the Saints have put themselves in a very precarious situation with the future of the safety position. And I say that because they had youth there at one time. There was Saquon Hampton that was drafted in the same draft as Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Now, a lot of people will say, Q, the future of the safety position is Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, not unless they solve the nickel position. Then he can't gravitate back there, which I would absolutely love to see that kid play safety. I know he could play the position. He's smart. He wouldn't hesitate like Marcus Williams does. He's everything Marcus Williams is not. But the thing is,
I agree.
Outside of Marcus Williams, it's like we talked about earlier, Brother Arnold. The middle linebacker position with dealing with Alex Anzalone playing scared. And playing that he doesn't want to get hurt. I could tell that he's not playing with his head on his fire. He's playing really cautiously. And then you have Marcus Williams back there doing the same damn thing. He's scared. And then the thing about it is, he lost because I kid about this, but it's true. If you look at his face mask when they catch the view of him from the front, you can see his eyes is bucking out. You can see that he lost. He got that lost look in his face because his helmet comes down almost to right where his mouth is, so you can see his entire facial expression. It ain't like you could just see his eyes. Maybe need to put on one of them visors or something so we can't see him scared. See that he's scared back there. It won't make a hell of a difference, because but he couldn't hide. He can't hide it. I mean, because even though you might not see the scaredness or the fright in his face, you can damn sure see it in his game. Let me tell you that much.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. But I want to say, my last thing I want to say is that I don't know which caller had called and said, but when the Saints make mistakes in the backfield and they go to the bench, you don't see the coaches go over and talk with them or go to the keypad, iPad, or whatever they have over there. They don't seem to get together and try to communicate on the sidelines. It's like, I don't understand what's going on. I don't even see Aaron Glenn going over there talking to him. He should. I mean, sometimes, but not most of the times. But they need to get it together. I don't understand what's going on, because they certainly don't have too much good communication going on.
Right. Well, you're right, bro. I mean, and I often joke about this, bro, but I think, you look at how they coaching, it's almost a relaxed feel, like these guys should know what they're doing. No, you still got to talk to the guys. You still got to let them know, listen, you did what you doing, man. Tell me what's going on, man. You still got to instruct them. Even though you might instruct them on the practice field, they come into the games, you got to constantly give instruction. It's like if you're a father and you have a child, no matter how old they get, they're going to seek instruction from you.
Right, of course.
And that's the same deal when you're out there. You the experienced person that they're going to for instruction. Coach, am I doing this right? And then when you're doing it right, that's how you do it. And if you're not doing it right, hey, listen, you're not doing it right. You need to do this, that, and the third. And another thing is, I think they got a ninja blender on they got a ninja blender on the sideline, Brother Arnold. They got a ninja blender, and I can tell you what they blending. They all blending protein. They all putting Prozac smoothies, and they all drinking it because that's how they. They all got Prozac smoothies going on. Everybody too relaxed, man. In 3-2. You supposed to be 4-1, 5-0, and everybody sitting calm like it's coming. Man, you better come. No, you got to have a certain era of urgency.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to give them to the 10th game of the season to see exactly where they're at. You know, hopefully by then they'll start peaking, playing a little bit better football and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. But, Q, I'm up here in New York. I live in New York, but I did see in the New York Post paper that the Jets may consider going after Peyton once they get rid of Fire Gase. But Peyton, I believe that Peyton will come here to New York. He would want total control of everything. They had it in the Post up here yesterday, yeah. Well, so that's possible that could happen if they give him total control of everything.
Well, listen, if they give him total control of everything, they got a coach. Because, listen, that sucker already got total control down here already. Yeah. And he won't go nowhere without total control. But I'll tell you what, he getting upset in front. He won't make it 2 years in New York. He wouldn't make it 2 years up there in New York. You thinking
the media is hard.
I'm trying to tell you, brother. He dealing with these reporters down here, and they milk toast. Them reporters in New York, they're gonna roast him alive, and they're not gonna play no games with him. He wouldn't make it 2 years in New York with the media up there. He already getting frustrated now, telling them, well, listen, you know, I mean, it's just, you know, that's funny. But yes, if the Jets, they're getting ready to, well, we saying that's coming, bro. Adam Gase he definitely gonna.
He's gone.
He's talking about he's contemplating whether or not to give up play calling duty. Are you insane? Your team is what, 0-6 right now? They're 0-5, 0-6,
0-5.
0-5. You know, he talking about he's considering he played with the idea. Are you kidding me? You stink as a play caller. You're right.
They may not win a game this year, Q.
That's terrible, bro.
They may not win a game this year.
I'm not an Adam Gase fan. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. I just, they got a certain amount of NFL jobs. I don't understand how he got that Jets job. He left Miami. Yeah, he stunk in Miami. He was terrible down there, and he was able to come from out of there and go get that job in New York. I don't understand how he did that. And you had other people that are a lot better than that guy, but he was able to end up with that job. I don't get it. But see what happened? When they do the wrong thing, now they got set back by 2 years. And let me ask you this too, Brother Arnold, because you're close to the action up there. Are these people really considering getting rid of Arnold for the kid from Clemson?
You mean, are they really thinking about picking up the guy from Clemson?
Well, I mean, trashing for Trevor. I call it trashing for Trevor.
Yeah. Well, Darnell, the quarterback for the Jets now, Darnell, I mean, he's in his like third or fourth year or something like that. So, I mean, I think they will pick him up and just release, Darnell, the Jets quarterback. So it would be hard for them to pass him up, though. It really would be hard because I believe they're going to have 2 picks because they got one from Seattle when they traded Adams away, which I would like to have seen the Saints pick him up.
Yeah.
But the Saints did not, man, that would have been a great pickup for us. But we already had Jenkins, so it was way too late after that. But yeah, but they're considering going after Trevor Lawrence.
Well, they might keep Adam Gase in that idea, Brother Arnold. They got the right coach to not lose any games. To keep him
I don't think so, Q. I don't think so. He's getting a lot of bad media right now. So I mean, they're eating him up. You know what I mean? So. But I don't think so. But anyway, Q, I want to thank you for taking my call, man, and I love your show. I'm always listening when I have a chance to listen, if I'm not at work and stuff like that. So I appreciate you taking my call, and I will be calling back in the future. Thank you, Q.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate the love and the support, my man, and who that to you. Be safe up there in New York, my brother.
You too. You do as well. Thanks, Q.
Peace.
Bye.
All right, Brother Arnold. Thank you for chiming in. Family member chiming in from New York, man. Good to hear the family members chime in as well. So, man, let me tell you something, man. The Saints, man, if the Jets going after Sean Payton, good luck with that. let me tell you something. And they probably Sean will give you everything you want. His ego sitting down. Everything that I want. Everything, even to be a general. That's something I ain't do. I could be the general manager. Yeah, Coach Payton, you could be the. My mentor, Bill Parcells, he was a general manager. We'll see, man. We'll see. But I love it, man. Thank you, Arnold, for that information, bro. Who that to you? And that's crazy, man. How y'all feel about it? Let me ask the Great Saint Think Tank that. Let's ask the Great Saint Think Tank that. How the hell y'all feel about Sean Payton going up to the coach the Jets? You have fools down here ready to jump off the twin span saying, Q, man, we can't live without Coach Payton. No, we can't live without Coach Payton. He got us our only Super Bowl. And I sit up there and tell him, man, look, you ever heard of the Green Bay Packers? You ever heard of Mike Holmgren won the Super Bowl? When he got Mike Holmgren left and went to Seattle, I think it was. Who came behind him? Mike McCarthy, who was used to be your offensive coordinator, had a lot of success in Green Bay. He left. And then they picked up somebody, and then they got this other kid named LaFleur, who 2 years in ain't lost but three games since he been there in 2 years, and we sit here trying to hold on to this guy. If he don't want to run the ball, he gonna run himself off anyway. I'm just keeping it real with you. I'm trying to save you some heartache, family. If he don't run the ball, they're gonna run his ass off anyway. Why you think he ran the ball against Detroit? He had no choice. But soon as the heat was off, he started throwing it 47, 48 times the next game. I'm just telling you, man. I'm just keeping the trail with you. Who that, fam? Thanks for calling the Great Saint Think Tank. Who on the line?
Hey, what's up, Q? This James.
What's up, James? How you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm from Shreveport, man. I always listen to you. I listen to you every day.
That's right, bro. I recognize the voice, bro. I remember you. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
How you doing?
I can't complain, bro. I'm talking about the Saints, man. I'm talking about Sean Payton. Brother Arnold dropped the knowledge on us about the Jets looking at Sean Payton leaving.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, they talking about go get out. Say, oh yeah, that's something that egotistical son of a gun. He ain't gonna pass that up to be a general manager too. Mickey, I might have to leave you. Mickey, I might have to leave you.
That New York Mickey kill yo.
But brother James, bro, I thank you for calling, my brother. What's on your mind, Saints related today, my brother? What's going on?
Man, I think we're gonna be all right, man. I don't know what's going on with the secondary though, man. Like before the season, I thought our secondary was gonna be pretty good. I'm like, man, we might got us something back there. We got 2 good counters. No, I don't know why they bought Malcolm Jenkins back, but it is what. I mean, you know,
but you know what though, James? Jenkins is looking bad because he got to pick up a lot for a lot of people. They're not asking Jenkins to stay back there and let Marcus Williams play that guy. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy. You know, Jenkins has got to fill in. He got to fill in for the guys that's not doing. And listen, when all of them look bad because Jenkins is catching slack, Lattimore getting slack. Family members saying, Q, we got to get rid of Lattimore. Get rid of him? What you gonna have if you get rid of him? How you gonna say, Q, you gonna throw Lattimore, say, Q, we got to get rid of Lattimore and cold-bloodedly miss Ken Crawley, P.J. Williams, and everybody's like, okay, before you even get to Lattimore, at least say, Q, listen, I'm going at P.J. Williams, Ken Crawley, Marcus Williams. You just smooth Superman jump over them guys and go right to Lattimore and say, we got to get rid of him. And I say, Laddy Daddy didn't look crisp in that game, but he came up with the play. Could you see Patrick Robinson or P.J. Williams or Marcus Williams making that play to save the game? I could not see that. I would see Marcus Williams tackling the guy and then pulling his face mask to give him a 15-yard penalty to help you lose. That's what I see. That's what he been doing. Hold on for a second, Brother James. Thank you for calling the Great Saint Think Tank family. Who on there?
This Trey Joseph, Wisconsin.
What's up, Trey? How you doing, fam?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Like, this dude is tripping. First of all, do you remember Jabari Greer? Like, Corey, I would take Lattimore over any one of them dudes, 100%, because they're not making that play 10 out of 10 times. Like, it's not about to happen. He's either too short or too slow. Lattimore is the best cornerback we've had in the last 8 years, 9 years.
Right. Hey, bro, listen. 4 and few in between. The Saints haven't did a good job of picking up cornerbacks. We got one that's a multiple Pro Bowler. He's still learning. The only issue with Laddie Daddy, he too cool for school. You know, that's what happened. He too school, you know, and he pops in every now and again on the show. But, you know, he's just too cool for school. That's the only thing for Laddie Daddy. He just, you know what I'm saying? He got to stay focused. But, man, listen, once he gets that together, like I said, I think he'll be fine. And people ain't giving him the credit. Lattimore was still dealing with a hamstring issue. Hold on, Brother Trey, I got Brother James right ahead of you. So as soon as Brother James get done, I'm going to bring you right on in there, my brother. No, you good, bro. I'm just letting you know. Thank you. All right, brother James, back to you, my friend.
Yeah, you're right about Lattimore, man. I mean, he could be playing better, you know, because like that Green Bay game, he didn't play that good either, you know. But maybe he'll come around, man. Maybe, you know, that hamstring can't expect that to be healed
in 1 week. Right? Come on.
Man, after this bye week, maybe he come back out. You know what he waiting on. He waiting on Mike Evans again. That's what he waiting on.
That's what it is. That what he waiting for, Mike Evans.
Waiting for Mike Evans to strike him. Well, man, I like to see Swearinger more, to be honest, man.
Yeah.
Like, he proven, man. Hey, and he lay that wood, you know. That's what I like back there. I don't care about. Hey, if you don't get no interceptions, that's cool. I don't care about that. But if you make somebody think about coming across that middle, that's what I like.
Right.
I need a thumper back. I need a thumper back there. I don't like that finesse safety stuff. Nah, I don't care about that. I need somebody that's gonna lay that wood back there. I don't care if you do get a penalty.
Right.
They gonna think twice with Swearinger out there, man. When come across that middle, because he's gonna lay that wood. Just ask Chris Godwin. So, yeah, I like to see Swearinger more, to be honest, man. And as far as the offense, man, like, they coming along. You know, they been scoring 30 points. What? Three out of 4 games. So, I mean, you know, 5 games. So, Drew can still do it. You know, he coming on, man. But, you know, I think all these analysts be saying this stuff about Drew, man. But Drew still can do it, man. It's just how consistent can he be with it, you know? That's the only thing. He still can do it. Just we gotta lean on that run game, man. We gotta lean on that run game. That's how we can win. As far as the D-line, we got a top 5 D-line in the NFL. I don't care what nobody say. When them boys at home, Jordan, Davenport, and Henderson balling. He my favorite on the D-line this year. He balling, man.
Henderson looking good, bro. He looking good. That line looked really good, bro. Against they looked good last game with all 3 of them in there. Davenport came in there tearing ass, man. They was holding them to death.
They look good. They look good, man. That's why I say we got a top 5 D-line. The front seven good. We just got to get our secondary straight.
Right.
We get our secondary. That's the defense. We're gonna have the defense that we thought we was gonna have in the beginning of the season.
Right, and I applaud that.
Problems, right? We'll be all right.
Well, James, bro, I agree with you, my brother. I agree with you big time, bro. I think you're absolutely right, man. Dealing with the fact that they're looking good. We got to come up with a nickname for the defense. How they playing? They had the heavy lunch bunch. We got to come up the hungry hippo bunch or something. Tack Robinson, big ups to you, Tack. Thank you for your super chat. He says, I don't want Lattimore gone, but I also don't want to make him the highest paid cornerback in the league. Thank you, Tack. Appreciate you there. And thank you, Kevin, GM Kev, for your super chat. He says, why are people getting mad at Marcus Williams? He says, why are people getting mad at Marcus Williams? He's not all in. Football is not his life. I did play that on TSC Q&A. And he did say that football it's just a thing for him. He said it's just a step in life for him. It's not his football is all. And he was saying that, and I could tell by his damn tackling that he mean what he say. But anyway, brothers, I tell you what, hold tight there, brother James and brother Trey. Brother Trey, you still with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, brother Trey, we got a commercial break coming up, so y'all brothers just stay put, and when we come back on the other side of the commercial break, we'll finish you up. So don't go nowhere. Y'all hang close. So y'all stay on the line. And for the rest of the family members, we got our second commercial break coming up, and we'll be back on the other side of the break, and we'll finish out the waterfront. We'll cover the rest of the chat, and then we'll have the brothers to comment, and then we'll get ready to leave the show because we had another show coming up at 9:30, Ring Kings Boxing. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Remington Tax Solutions is a company that strong connection to the communities in which they serve. It is a part of their mission to make a positive impact on the lives of their neighbors. So, if you're looking for a reliable, effective, and trustworthy tax preparation service, Remington Tax Solutions is the business for you. Contact Remington Tax Services at their number 682-307-4410 or simply go to RemingtonTax.com. That's RemingtonTax.com. Remington Tax Service, virtual tax preparation for the individual and small business. Live clean, eat cleaner. The only natural and patented produce wash. Eat Cleaner is a tasteless, odorless, and lab-tested line of food wash and wipes that is up to 99.9% more effective than water in cleaning wax. The only natural, patented produce wash in a 14-day study, applying Eat Cleaner all-natural fruit vegetable wash to a variety of fruit and 100 pure guaranteed vegetables. Also prolongs shelf life up to 5 times longer through a natural blend of fruit acids and antioxidants. This can help save your family on average of over $500 per year, reducing waste and making it easy to get your half plate of fruit and vegetables each day. Eat Cleaner offers a wide variety of solutions for food safety and shelf life extension for consumers, retailers, food service, and operators. USDA bio-based, OMRI listed for use on organic produce, non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, made in the USA, lab-proven, and patented. So if you want cleaner fruits and veggies, try Eat Cleaner. Check the link in the description section below.
Tea is your escape. It's your opportunity to create a moment for stillness, for reflection, for yourself. It's your connection to a world of senses, flavors both exotic and familiar, energizing and relaxing. It's your retreat from an increasingly turbulent world. It's the perfect paradox of simplicity and complexity. Teabox.com connects tea to people, uniting the richest flavors of the finest teas with the curious, the cultivated, and the adventurous all over the world. The freshest tea you've ever tasted, from crop to cup. There's simply no simpler way to experience the wonderful complexity of tea. Teabox, packing up the freshness. Tea thrives on freshness, and so do they. Teabox temperature and humidity control facility ensure that tea is maintained. The teas themselves go into oblique bags with aluminum layers that protect them from excess moisture. And like with Teabox, shopping for fresh, loose leaf tea is easy because you make an informed purchase. You know exactly where your tea is coming from. So for the freshest teas in the world, check out Teabox.com. That's right, Teabox.com. Check the link in the description section below.
Are you a boxing fan? Check out Ring Kings Boxing only on the PRO Media Network.
The Kleins family has been getting people to go nuts for old nuts since 1995. As legends have it, a number of the Kleins friends who heard the idea said you can go nuts trying to name a store like that. In the excitement, the Kleins thought their friends said Old Nuts instead of Go Nuts and proceeded to throw caution to the wind. Old Nuts has over 2,000 items, bulk and wholesale prices of a whole lot of your favorite fruits, nuts, and confections. A selection of gift baskets for any budget, any occasion, and provides one of the best and impressively rated shopping experiences on the web. Fact is, between their selection, service, speed, or their online presence in the virtual mirror retail experience, they have developed an enviable client base that's comprised of personal and professional customers who count on their remarkable range of gift baskets. Think of gift basket, think about Old Nuts. Check them out, oldnuts.com. Check the link in the description section.
Go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers.
Tiger talk.
Go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers.
Tiger talk.
Go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers.
Tiger talk.
back at it, fam. We back at it. We still got the family. Welcome back to the Sports Coma family. Appreciate y'all here. I tell you what, them commercials make it a lot easier on bathroom breaks. I tell you one thing. Sitting up here for 4 hours at a time. Let me tell you, I feel like I should be driving a truck across country. Let me tell you something, big family. Big ups to the rest of the family members. We got Brother James and Brother Trey on the line. Appreciate the family members. And welcome back after the commercial break. Big ups to you. Brother James, feel free to continue, my friend.
Oh, when you said something about driving the truck, man, that's what I do now. I swear, I gotta go. I ain't lying. Yeah, man, I feel we're gonna be all right, man. It's just the first 5 weeks, man. Everybody started a little slow. You know, it feels like 2017 me really. When we started off, 0-2 and we won the last 2 and went on the bye week. And, maybe we get hot after the bye week.
Yeah. You well, that's the thing, bro. We definitely get a lot of our people back, man. So that's a major part of it. Get back Ty Montgomery. We'll get him back. We'll get healthier. We'll get Mike back. So I mean, like I said, we get a lot of help. Perhaps we get Deontay Harris back. Who knows? But Davenport gets rested a week after showing a little something in the game, and maybe we can get some of that fire back, man. And giving them extra time to practice. We're gonna get a few days off, then they're gonna get back to practice, and they got that extra time to kind of study and zone in, refocus, and perhaps we can get a different looking team on the other side of the bye week heading into that Carolina matchup.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's all we got to do. Get healthy, man, and come after these next 2-3 games, man. We need to get on the run right quick. But they got to fix that secondary, man, because it's looking like Corey White out there again. Right. Corey White out there.
Oh my goodness.
I got there. I'm like, damn, man, who the hell is this? Got to be Corey White or
Usama Young. Oh man. That straight trash can, garbage cans out there running around.
What's going on, man? But I think they're gonna be all right. And Mike Thomas, man, I don't know what's going on with that situation there, but hope he can come back and get his head right. Man, he just ready to play, man. He just ready to play. So all his little frustration coming out there because he ready to get on the field, man. He missing them catches. You know what I'm saying? Mike Thomas wants catches.
Right. Yeah, so, you're right, bro. I mean, that's what that is. That's what that frustration is. That frustration is the fact that he wants to get on the field and play.
Like to get out there. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It is what it is, man. He got a lot of passion, man, and that's how it is when you got a lot of passion.
Yep.
They just gotta take the good with the bad with the player. I like it, to be honest. I like it. I don't have a problem with it, man. He just needs to control himself a little bit more, don't go off on the coaches and stuff, But other than that, man, I think we'll be all right.
Well, James, I agree with you, bro. I mean, you're a wise man, bro, and a patient man, bro, because like I said, we done seen some rough football the first 5 weeks, and the time could do them nothing but a bonus to come back and have that work together and see what we moving forward. Hopefully we can get our younger guys on deck. Adam Troutman, hopefully we can get him in the game. Zach Bowen, hopefully we can get him in the game. Cesar Ruiz, hopefully we can get him in the game and keep these. We need to help these guys. Perhaps we can keep Washington in the game. You know what I'm saying? See some of these young guys playing the secondary. See more DJ Swearinger, like you made mention. I wouldn't be upset seeing more Swearinger.
Man, I love that. I love that boy at the Redskins, man. That man, that can play, man. And when we got him last year, I was like, man, put him in, man. That man hit. That man not a hit back though.
Right. Yeah, he'll light your life up, man. And he gets interceptions the
lit Chris Godwin up that first game. Woo.
Yep. That dude is a hell of a safety, man. I don't know if I see the Saints benching anybody going into the next leg of the season here. You look at the defense, it's hard to pinpoint one person because you would bench a guy if he sticks out like a sore thumb and he's struggling. Like Marcus Williams is struggling pretty bad back there. But so is a lot of the rest of the secondary. So it's hard to differentiate who's the weak link when they're all looking bad out there. And of course, you looked at Detroit game, showed okay, perhaps it's due to the fact that they're tired. You know, well, we seen in the Raiders game that they were tired because they were holding. We know they don't, especially Jenkins. He don't hold like that unless they're tired. But the coaches tell them, listen, if you're gonna get burned, you need to help. You need to hold the guy. That's what they tell him. So I mean, and that's the instruction they get. But the reality at the other side is, you know, I then seen that they had to rest against the Detroit game, and they still not looked in it. And then I start seeing I seen the communications problems. Like, but until you actually gravitate in the season to see the difference. Let's see how they look when they're rested. Then you've seen, and when I seen they were more rested in the Detroit matchup, I started recognizing more. I knew they were having communication issues, but I still recognize more of the communication issues. That would explain how a guy like the slot man for the Chargers was able to break that 64-yard catch. That's miscommunication. That guy was left wide open. The miscommunications with the tight end. When both the tight ends, the one against Green Bay when he got the touchdown, the one against the Raiders when he was left wide open. So I mean, you can't allow. You got to be able to communicate with guys on the field, and I think that'll iron itself out because overall this is a veteran-laden team, and they can work this out in the locker room. But it's good, like I said before about the locker room. I'm surprised that, and I'm saying there's something going on in that locker room, and we talked about that because I said, family, listen. I said during before the Detroit game, I said, listen, man, if the Saints lose this game, I said, the only thing y'all have to do is sit back and be patient. The team is gonna fix itself. I said, if the Saints lose the game against the Detroit, the locker room gonna take care of it for us. Because they'll recognize that the locker room guys, the veteran guys, the Demario Davises, the Cam Jordans, the Malcolm Jenkins, you know, those guys will step up and be vocal in the locker room, and that'll be an issue. Then we see stuff happening behind the scene there when guys get into fights and stuff like that. There's some tension in that locker room. You know, what is that tension by? From perhaps the frustration that we're not where we're supposed to be, and that the Saints are getting a lot of the negative press, because that's an issue as well. We're getting a lot of negative press and people talking mess about us. But listen, I said that the team will fix Sean Payton. He can't override the team, especially when there's several top quality guys on that team that's all talking up.
Yep, you're right about that. Sure, right about that. No Malcolm Jenkins, he gonna talk.
That's what he do. He get paid to talk on CNN, so he ain't got no time. He don't got no problem talking.
Yeah, man, we need to get Janoris back too, man. I don't know what's going on with his shoulder, but we need to get him back too. Hopefully this bye week and he can get back on the field too, man. Cause we solid though, man. I still believe in this team, man. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what no analysts say or nothing. I still believe in this team, man.
Yeah.
Every team gonna start off slow. It ain't gonna start off how you want it all the time. I'd rather get hot in November, in December than hot right now. I don't care about being hot. The end of the year like we did in 2018. You know what I'm saying? So I read it like this, man. Let us just tread above the water. I don't need no analysts talking about us, putting us as no top 5 team, and I don't care about all that, man. Let's just take care of business, win this division, and make a run at this Super Bowl, man. So that's the only thing we need. We just need another Super Bowl.
Well, you're right, bro. I wouldn't mind getting several of them, bro, before it's all said and done. On top of the one from 2009. But yeah,
we should be sitting on 3-4 Super Bowls right now.
At least 3 of them, right? At least 3. But Brother James, I appreciate you. I got Trey behind you, my man. Hey, bro, I appreciate you chiming in from Shreveport, from the Pope. Big ups to you, fam. I appreciate you as always, my brother.
All right, man. Big Q, y'all be easy, man.
Thank you, my brother. Be safe on that road, bro.
Already.
All right, partner. Peace. All right. Are you still with us there, Brother Trey?
Yes, sir. What's up, Vicky?
All right. Thank you for your patience, my friend. Please proceed.
Yeah, I just got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Brandon Browner, Corey White from Keenan Lewis could have covered Julio right now. You had to play him 2 times a year. I would take Marshawn Lattimore over all 3 of them guys. They're not covering Julio right now. It's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't run the ball next weekend, or when we play Carolina, we're going to lose. Because guess who's on their offensive staff? Joe Brady, who worked with in New Orleans. Like, we're going to play our own offense and lose. It's just frustrating because, like, did you watch the Tennessee Titans game? Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
It looks like Latavius Murray. Like,
he does.
His exact running style. I wish Sean Payton could see that. I tweeted at him. I told him, look, if Latavius gets the ball 12 times on average, we win the game every time on average. It's frustrating.
Yeah, you're right, Trey. I mean, they have a similar style. I think that Henry's style is a little bit more aggressive. But both north-south one-cut runners, I think Henry uses that stiff arm ferociously. It's almost like a boxer's. It's almost like a boxer's jab. I mean, a shotgun jab. That's some of my favorite fighters, man. I mean, the way did you see that stiff arm he hit that guy? That was almost like a punch, bro. You know, that's not you when you stiff arm a guy. You know that was on a whole nother level, Trey. He stiff armed that. He punched that guy with his stiff arm, bro. I mean, that guy bounced up off the ground like he was made of rubber, bro. I mean, he moved him like he had helium in his body as opposed to the guts and everything. I mean, he just shoved that guy on the ground like he wasn't nothing, and just kept on moving. And that's the thing. You're right. When you have backs that is tough to bring down like Latavius Murray, man, you give them the ball, man, at least 15 times a game, bro. And if you can, bro, get two type of backs and run Latavius early in the game into the third, and then put that third string back in there and let him start pounding them a fresh power back. And the fourth, he got one. His name Dwayne Washington, and Dwayne averages over 5 yards a carry. And you said you tweeted that to him. You tweeted it.
Yeah.
And he had no response, huh? Crickets.
I just don't think he has faith in his O-line to run the ball, though. Because, like, he'll put the power out, the big 3. He ran it a couple times with the 3 tight end formation to try to run the ball. But there's no fullback. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have those type of tight ends to just allow people. We have, like, one good blocking tight end in that field. And the other ones are receivers, basically. They're not primary blocking tight ends. And they can get pushed back, and we get, like, 3 yards out of the max tight end package. He needs to just run the I formation. I don't know why he doesn't do that. Old school smash mouth football. The Titans did it, and they controlled a 4-0 Bills team. And they destroyed them. They didn't just control, they destroyed them. You could do that, but much more elite. They could have Ryan Tannehill playing quarterback.
Yep. See what a really good running game do for you? A great running game and a stiff defense does miracles for a team, I tell you what. I'm going to tell you what, it does miracles for you. In Tennessee, as long as they give that ball to Henry and let him run the ball like he would do, and then when they stack the box, Henry, and then they hit him with the wide receivers, Corey Davis and that other fella. Listen, man, that's not and Ryan Tannehill is going to have a ball. He's going to have a ball because he's accurate enough to get the ball down the field. And then, of course, that the key focus on teams is to stop the running game. That gives them opportunities to throw the ball down. It's going to be very tough to beat Tennessee. And let me tell people,
how are we going to win against a team like Kansas City or Baltimore if we even get that far? Like, we're not going to be able to stop Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes. Neither one of them. I'm not failing our defense like that. I mean, our defense is really good. They need a little work, need a little more communication, but we're not shopping. We're not just going to shut them down, those quarterbacks down. And Drew is not one of that shootout. I'm sorry. I love Drew Brees. He's the greatest of all time, but he's just not winning them anymore.
Yeah, I think a lot of what's going on with the Saints, man, is that the running, you can't, I think, and I got to put this on Sean Payton more than I put it on anybody else, because you can't have the 41, and this should be common sense, which means, I don't know, it just seems like to me, the guy is a few cans short of a six-pack. I mean, it's uncanny to me that it's common football knowledge that you have a player like Drew. He's 41 years old. He's still deadly accurate. The running attack should be the primary mode of transportation for the football. The passing attack is secondary. The rushing attack is primary. You have the backs that can carry the team, and Elvin Kamara, Latavius Murray, Ty Montgomery when he comes off the IR, and Dwayne Washington, who averages 5 yards a carry. These guys you can have a 3-2-4 style running back system, and then two of the running backs, you can actually have three backs out there at the same time if you would imaginative enough. You could split Ty Montgomery and Kamara wide, put Kamara in the slot, split Ty Montgomery wide, and then you could put Latavius in the backfield and run him against a nickel front, against a D, spread them out and run Latavius on them. They can't stop that. They will not be able to stop. If you spread the opposing defenses out with the nickel and then run Latavius at them, they're more concerned with the Saints forcing the ball down the field than they are about, worrying about anything the running attack is going to do. The only time they care about when you're going to run the ball is when Taysom Hill come in there. When Taysom Hill come in there, then they stack the box. That's the only time. Notice, that's the only time that any opposing defense is worried, except for the time when the Saints were running the ball against Detroit, and they finally later on in the game committed resources to stop the Saints from running the ball. Outside of that, the majority.
I need to go. You know what? You were right. You were spot on when you said it was about the money. I remember you said that way, way back. You were like, they gonna give him the ball. They pay him all this money. He's gonna get the ball. What's the lead? And now we're seeing it play out. And it's just like, I don't like that. Drew was on fire, and you just told him, "You're not the game, Drew. No, we're going to put this dude in here and let him run the ball." And like one of the most crucial situations in the game, we were down, and he chose. I did not like that. That was a bad decision.
Yeah, bro, with Trey, yeah, that's a lot of stuff, man. And to be honest with you, we done approached the midway part. I mean, not the midway, but 5 weeks of NFL games. We're 3-2. Sarcastically, we sit on top of the NFC South just for the time being until the next stack of games happen. We got a week off to come back up against Carolina. We got some time to iron out some wrinkles for some players to get healthy again, to find out what went wrong. The positive is, historically speaking, this month and next month, the Saints are damn good in these months. So will that translate to this current incarnation of the team? But the facts are, from a historical standpoint, they're very good in this month. And no doubt about it, Sean Payton has to run the damn ball, Doc. No doubt about it, he got to run the ball, Trey. He got to. If he doesn't, then let the goddamn Jets have him. I mean, come on. I mean, because if he can't run the ball, man, I mean, it's just going to be another playoff failure. You can't go. You're not going to beat these teams. Like you said, what are we going to do against the Kansas City Baltimore team? Well, I got the answer. If you keep playing like this, you're going to get your ass handed to you. They're not going to play around with you like the Chargers who have a problem closing out games, and you barely beat them, and they could have won if they made a field goal. I mean, they did enough to win, but, they made some they could have really won that game. And the fact that maybe we need a game like this to get the mind right. They fought through an ugly win, and maybe that can kind of solidify the team on the back end so that we can move forward and make some things happen. But it's interesting to see, man, exactly how that's going to shake, bro. But, Trey, I'm going to give you the last word on it, my brother, before we shut the show. We're getting close, my brother.
I appreciate you letting me come on the show. Blessings to you on the platform, the Great Saints Think Tank. One love.
I appreciate you, Trey, my man. Much love to you, bro. Thank you for your support. And who that? Be safe out there, my brother. All right, that's Trey Joseph, man, chiming in. Big ups to Trey. And a shout out to all the family members chiming in the live stream. Everybody, DJ, Gundam, Last Saint, Brother Arnold, Brother Paul, James, and Trey Joseph. Big ups to the family members chiming on in the installment of the show. Much love to all the family members, man, in this sucker. So I appreciate all y'all for chiming in on this edition, man. And like I said, it's been a beautiful, lovely show. Please feel free, family, to strike upon the like button as we get ready to check out. We got an edition of Ring Kings Boxing coming up real soon. So if you're interested in Ring Kings Boxing, the link is in the description section below. Check the link in the description section below. It got a lot of information in the link. Down there is information about the merch stores, and a lot of stuff is in the link below. So I'd like to thank all the family members. And feel free to check out the Pro Shop and check out all the beautiful goods and things we have at the multiple Pro Shop. It's literally dozens, hundreds of products, coffee mugs, smartphone cover cases, all kind of stuff. It's so much stuff. Hoodies, it's getting ready to get cold. Got some really good hoodies and things. All St. Pelican and LSU related goods, strictly from the Pro Shop. So what you see is our current cancer awareness line, Beat That and Heal That. If you're interested, please feel free to go to the Pro Shop and check it out. And also feel free to join Pro Radio. Feel free to go to Pro Radio. Over 70,000 downloads and climbing at Pro Radio. You can listen to the Sports Coma, Pelican Post Game Report, Ring Kings Boxing, Tough Tiger Talk, all available on Pro Radio. Link is in the description section below. And if you like the platform and like the direction we're heading, please feel free to become a patron. If it's a donation of $1 or $5 or $10 or whatever is in your heart to give to help build the platform. As you can see, we're building and going forward, family. And we're not done yet. We got a few other really nice things coming your way, guys. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. That'll be coming in maybe a week, 7 to 10 days. We have, and then behind that, some more stuff. So we got several really big projects we're working on. You guys are going to be proud. But if you like the direction we're going, please feel free to join the Patreon. I'll go to patreon.com/the Pro Media Network. You don't have to remember that. It's in the link in the description. And also big ups to our other sponsor, our show sponsor, GetLifeMask.com. And big shout out to all of our sponsors and affiliates that believe in the Sports Coma and are rocking with the Sports Coma. Go to GetLifeMask.com and get you a life mask. These masks are unique because they come with the PM.25 filter that goes behind the nose clip that actually filters the air that you breathe. It's not just a piece of cloth on your face. The PM2.5 filter actually filters the air. It lasts 3 months, and if you're interested in getting this specialty mask, go to GetLifeMask.com and breathe easy. And with the product code The Sports Coma, all small letters, you can get 10% off on that thing. So you can get go to GetLifeMask.com, breathe easier, and you can also have your pocketbook breathe easier with that product code. Knock 10% off of that. I'll take it anyway. Any savings, get it. Anyway, I'd like to thank all the family members. Much love to all y'all, man. It's been a fantastic show. We'll return Thursday, same bat time, same bat channel. Perhaps at 5 today. I wanted to come at you guys at 5 today. Couldn't really do it. You know, I'm a dad as well, and I help my children with the homework and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I couldn't be on the 5. But maybe tomorrow it'll be a little better. We'd had a little extra to do today. But tomorrow I think we might be able to do it. But anyway, usually if it's not 5, it'll be 6. But I'm going to try to push for 5 tomorrow. 3 hours to the dome every day, family, to be with you. So I appreciate all the family members for chiming in this edition of the show. Please hit the like button. Please join the Patreon if you can. And for those who can't, please feel free to take the links and share them in the Facebook chat, share them on Reddit, Twitter, Instagram. Feel free to share the links. It helps out the show in great volume. So I appreciate all the beautiful Black and Gold family members for chiming in. Who that to you, and I'll see y'all on Thursday.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. #1 sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the Sports Coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Payton, New Orleans, who that nation? Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black, ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.